Welcome back to another episode of Stay on Target. It's 2024, and we're coming at ya quickly, fastly, more intensely than ever.
Fastly?
I say things that I don't mean to say sometimes.
You say words mostly.
I say words sometimes. But thank you for joining us tonight and this year in 2024. It's gonna be a good time. All right, let's get into things though. But before we do, I'm just gonna run through things real quick. All right, so it's a new year. 2024 is here. We're gonna be looking ahead at what Star Wars has to offer. But we're really looking forward to In the Dark Times is what we call it, really. Star Wars: The Rise of the Fans. That's what we're calling 2024, baby. Rise of the Fans. Because with all of us together, we can make Star Wars better. Am I right? All right. Well, let's introduce everybody here tonight. If it's your first time, we have with us Nick.
What's up? It's me, Starry Eyes.
Starry-eyed Nick.
I was
Yeah.
gazing into your eyes.
Whoa.
I'm unhinged.
I'm unhinged.
You're a maniac.
Looks like your future's going to be bright in 2024. Am I right?
Nah.
Well,
Stop you right there.
I got to try.
With my star eyes.
Starry eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
Check out
next,
this.
Next to
Shine.
next to starry eyes, we have Matt.
What's up? My eyes look fantastic.
You look ridiculous.
You look absolutely amazing.
That's what I was going for. Thank you.
Do you have a bow tie?
I do have a bow tie.
He does.
Wow.
He made it all out of
Legit,
clothes.
man.
Jealous.
This is like fancy, like rave Matt.
Yeah. He just got back from a rave.
Turn off the lights.
Yeah, fancy.
Silent
Matt.
rave.
Yeah.
Silent rave.
He didn't have any headphones.
He didn't. No. That's a real thing, isn't it?
It is.
you
Yeah.
put
Or like you
headphones
put
on,
headphones
and
on.
you dance.
So literally, you can go to one of those and not wear headphones, and there's no sound.
there's no.
Besides
So it's like
It's great
people
seeing.
just,
It's great
you know,
seeing the video.
breaking their legs.
It's
like
great seeing the videos of
Right.
someone recording with everyone with
Yeah.
headphones on.
They
and all
cut-
you hear
then
is
the
sneakers
music's out.
squeaking.
The music's out.
It's like Thrawn's
Throne's
grand
on it.
yeah,
and it
that's
cuts
what I was
out.
thinking
Yeah.
of. It's like
great.
Thrawn's grand entrance that we did where we cut out all the sound. All right, and
good
next, you know him, you love him, he flies the ship. It's Pilot Dan.
What's up, people? I can't see because I'm kind of cross-eyed here, but it's 2024 according to my glasses.
They must
is.
be
Anybody?
right. Glasses are always right.
The glasses.
The glasses are never wrong. Am I
Never
blurry?
lie.
I think the glasses are confusing the filter that
Yeah,
blurs out
maybe.
the background. I
Right?
love it. How are
Background's
you
real
folks
creamy.
doing? Matt the mad scientist says Bismo. Hannah says hi, Dan.
That's what I do.
Yeah, we broke the intro already, and it's 2024, new year, new mistakes. Let's
Yep.
go have some fun together.
That was pretty good, Dan.
It's solid.
That was pretty awesome,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, I lost my glasses.
I love it. All right, and last but definitely not least, you know her, you love her. It's the one, the only, the fact checker.
Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going?
Fantastic.
Great.
You're
Good.
supposed to
Very
just, you're supposed to just
I know, I
be
figured.
quiet. Awkward silence.
I figured that's where you were.
And then
you're
Dan
doing.
doesn't change the frame. We planned this, guys.
We talked about this ahead of time. No, we didn't.
No, we
Yeah, I
didn't.
think on my screen you need to have the guys so you can see what I'm seeing when I talk.
Ah.
Because yeah, I get some funny.
That would
looks.
actually be pretty funny, but then you wouldn't have your
Crudely
own
drawn
solo
crayon
shot.
people.
Then we would get
Just children, just like little baby kids.
They're children.
They're children.
Face
She's
it.
actually in a white room all by herself.
Right.
Yeah, she's not actually
Four
here.
walls.
Wow.
Four walls.
Cushioned.
Some say the fact checker is AI.
Ooh,
Oh,
maybe I am.
That would be crazy.
maybe
All right,
you
say something
AI.
AI would say.
What?
Say something an AI would say.
Tell us the
I
weather.
have no idea what an AI would say.
That's exactly what an AI
That's
would say.
exactly what an AI
You
would
got
say.
him.
Are you a robot?
No, you're the
Hopefully not.
robot.
Hopefully
Define
not.
robot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Wait, me? No.
Facts. Check the facts. Fact checker.
Wait, me? No.
No, I can take off these glasses. I can't
Yeah,
see.
no.
made
Yeah,
her
you
nervous,
guys are throwing me
guys.
off.
All right, but new year, new you, right? Fact checker, you got a new saying for us this year? New tagline?
Well, no, I've got the same taglines, but
Right under the
I'll say
bus.
the other one, the welcome to the madness, because we started off a little mad already
We did
today.
start off with madness.
We're happy, but we're mad.
But you can't do, talent or stay on target in 2024 without a little chaos.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go.
That's
One
right.
Hondo. I like your other saying though. I was really hoping you were going to say the new
Well,
saying.
yeah, it is really good. I
Right?
have spoken.
No, the other one.
Oh
That-
my god.
The one that you said was
That
my
sucked.
saying.
But it's actually your
But
sin.
your sin.
No, it's definitely for you, Nick. That one I deemed to you. So
We'll
you
save
need
it for
It is
later.
a
Okay, yeah.
helicopter
Nick
hat.
needs to say it
I won't.
later.
We'll shave it for later.
Shave it for
We'll shave it.
All right. Well, we've got a great bunch in the chat. Do you want
We
me
do.
to?
Yeah,
I doubt it.
definitely.
Did you say a grape bunch?
Whoa, dude.
Great.
What about the raisins out there?
Like some grapes.
That's offensive towards the raisins. They used to be grapes.
Fact checker. I can't believe you.
We have no raisin hate here.
yeah, right.
I'm very excited to
We love
see all
raisin
these
grapes.
lovely people in the chat.
Yeah. Who's with us in the chat tonight?
I see,
Matt,
I see
you list
Hannah.
them off.
Matt, you list them. You got the glimmer glass.
Yeah,
Get the
come on,
glimmer
Matt.
glass.
What that mean?
What
I
that
got,
mean?
we got Bismo. We got Bismo
What's up,
watching.
Biz?
Was good. Hunter Davis.
Yeah.
Icy Stormy.
Uh-huh.
Hannah Roll, obviously the
Moderator.
moderators. That's
yeah.
it.
One of the two.
And
Nice
nice guy.
There you go.
Correct. Okay.
Yep,
Nailed
you're
it.
doing it.
Sonia.
Sonia.
Yeah.
Sonia. Who else? Ellie Blair.
What's up, Ellie?
Perfect.
Carla Hawkins.
What's
Yeah.
up?
Kirsten.
Kirsten. I can't see any new names on here.
And then there's Bismo. I
can't
don't know if
scroll.
you
He
said
said
He already
Bismo.
said
Oh,
that's
sorry.
this one.
Okay, sorry.
Scryle.
He's
You're
scared,
good.
scared.
Keggy.
Tamerkins.
KG.
No, it's G.
That might be. I don't even know, actually.
I feel like it's G.
I feel like it's Gee.
No, Gee is with an H.
You're with an H.
She's saying the gang's all here.
For hot Nick. H.
What?
I don't know. Sorry.
I look like a vampire. Like, why is all the color in my face?
It's getting
right?
worse. It's getting worse.
It is getting
It is.
All right,
It's
Matt,
weird.
keep reading.
What's happening?
Keep reading. Just
Keep reading.
say verbatim what
I feel like we
everybody's.
missed someone.
I think you got everyone.
I think you got
Tamerkins.
everybody, dude.
I'm not
Tamerkins,
sure if
you
you said
didn't hit
Tamerkins.
Oh my gosh, I feel
But-
so shoddy.
But otherwise,
I feel so bad. I mean,
if you're watching and
I'm
we
so
haven't
sorry.
said hi, give us a wave and we'll give you a shout out.
Yeah. Send us a wave and we'll say hi to you. And definitely tag us in
Or
it as
maybe
well so
not.
we can see it.
Oh, wave.
Yeah,
Oh,
wave.
here we go. So, Skylark.
What's up? Oh,
Skylark.
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 Yeah.
Skylark's
We have like no control
What's
over
up,
the
what's
score ourselves.
up?
here.
Yeah,
Dan's doing
that either.
technical stuff right now.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you're
make
stuck
it
with
so
my
I'm not a
face for so
vampire.
long. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Less.
Oh, I'm still white.
Nick,
well,
that's
I mean,
gonna change.
It's gonna be
Pasty
different.
white.
That's not gonna
It's
change.
better, but
No, it's better. Yeah,
it
It's,
is.
Because they're lit.
it's the glimmer glass. I'm figuring it out.
Glimmer glass.
Dan,
The background looks real creamy.
Dan gave us like a whole text thing before the show started.
was
Our,
like
all of our eyes glazed over.
It was like a shameless plug, and I don't even remember what he was talking about.
No, it was awesome.
You know, new year, new problems. But you know, I always like to try something new on every show, and you know,
Here comes the glaze.
keep the challenge. And
Oh, yeah,
so
for
there's
sure.
some new, a little bit like minuscule new things in the studio every time. So
No, it looks good.
we got
What
something new tonight. We're figuring it out. It's fun.
we all have new glasses on, which
We
is
did have
really
new
nice.
We
You look
did.
It's the
very
first time
dapper.
saying hi to the chat in 2024.
What's up?
Yeah.
This is the
Yo,
first time I punched
yo.
Matt. This is the first time
Come
I
at me, punch
messed
me,
up
bro.
my words in 2024.
No, it's not.
You're the first to show inappropriate anger in 2024.
Yeah.
Name that reference.
If you get that reference, you get a Wookiee cookie.
I
Yeah.
can name it, but I
Couldn't you?
won't.
Okay, don't.
That's
do
how it
fact
works.
checker.
Are you guys having an amazing year so far?
No, it's terrible.
Oh,
Oh wow,
It's literally the same as last year, except the number changed.
I see.
keeping it real.
Just think about it.
However, I like the fact checkers tagline, or whoever thought of it. May the 2024th be with you.
May the I do like that.
It's pretty solid.
24th?
May the 24th be with you.
AI fact checker did come up with that.
Yes.
Good job, AI fact checker. Speaking of AI, if you haven't yet, go check out our video that we posted.
Speaking of AI,
Of
Yeah, that was
our Happy New Year's video from all of us here, but also a lot of our friends that we've made in the community. I just wanted to touch on the AI George.
I'll link to it. I'll throw
Link
it.
to
I was
it.
gonna say,
was
what does
trying
that
to
have?
figure out where you're going?
Yeah, I was like, what does that have to do?
yes,
with
friends.
following.
Yeah, the friends. We had a video upload the other day, and there's a pretty funny. There's some touching. What's the word?
Moments.
Yes, in that video, but there's
Well
also a
wishes
funny.
and
Well
good
wishes.
humor,
Oh,
We
that
got a
one?
some
call
food
out.
on target.
I,
Yeah.
I think I know what you're
It's everything. It's got everything that
Yeah,
the
I've seen that
2023 was, including an AI George bit, and that's where Dustin was going with that.
Yeah, so we had the full length video. If you want to watch the kind of recap of the year, it's long, but it's great.
It's as
stuff in
long
there.
as
It's hilarious.
great.
it's the same length as
one of our live streams.
yes, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty much. But then we also did a more condensed version that I was referring to. as
just
well.
like milk.
Yes, condensed milk.
Condensed milk.
2%.
Milk.
This YouTube channel brought to you by condensed milk.
Condensed
love
blue
to
milk.
have
Yeah, condensed blue milk. There
Dude,
you
if we
go.
were sponsored by condensed milk, I mean,
I'd be happy. I'd be good with that.
No, that's why I'm not saying any names.
we
of
gonna
condensed
do, bro.
milk.
Yeah, it was basically it was a feature length film, Bismo. That's what we
gonna
figured out. It was
condense
2
your
hours and
milk.
40 minutes, and it didn't take actually as long to edit as you would think.
With the help of AI.
Meaning like all weekend, but beyond that,
Beyond that.
how many hours are in a weekend? I don't know, but it's Christmas break. You know,
48.
Matt, do it.
What's the question?
I already did it.
I think it took longer to do an
Depends
export
on
than
when you
anything
start.
else.
Is it Friday night though until?
Yeah, dude.
Nah, man.
morning?
I work
Weekend
4
starts.
tens nowadays,
Yeah, it
so
does.
Friday starts.
However,
on
it
the
took all
weekends.
year to actually make the video because we had to record all of those clips from January 1st. So
I mean, we really
True.
didn't, but
we didn't
did.
have to, but we did do it.
That's a great point. This has to be done.
But we did it.
But we do it because
Yeah.
we
But
love.
we did it.
We love every one of you out there. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Sorta, kinda.
I tolerate you.
People were happy that you tolerated them.
Yeah, they did. They were.
Good job,
that, was,
man.
that was pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
called it out in the chat.
Good.
All right, well, let's get back on target here. All right, so before we get into anything else, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies
Frenemies.
about us, because we just want to keep growing this wonderful community together with all of you. Because with all of us together, we make Star Wars better. Rise of the Fans 2024.
Woo.
All right, we're going to start off tonight with question of the week. Question of the week is, what is the best Star Wars movie intro?
The
Oh, now you're
intro?
gonna
Since
make
it's the
me
beginning of
think of
2024,
intros.
what's the best Star Wars
Are you
movie
saying,
intro?
like, what's the best Star Wars opening crawl?
No, we're going to go past the opening crawl and just the first intro scene, you know, or
Okay.
collection of scenes.
Can we rewatch them all real quick?
No.
Yeah, right?
Just off the top of your head.
I don't know them.
I don't know.
We'll let the
All
others
right.
answer. And
Dan,
maybe
you
it'll
got
come back
one?
to you.
Or do you? I can go first if you guys want. We can change it up.
Yeah, go
The
ahead.
favorite Star Wars intro?
Yeah, movie
Yeah.
intro.
Movie intro? I don't know how you can top the intro from episode 4, the original.
Right?
How's
You know
it-
what
how's it
you know what
start?
the first line of
Tell
that
me.
movie is?
No. I can't remember.
Oh, also, Tamerkins is calling us out. I
What's
forgot
that?
a stinger.
I know. I was going to do the stinger,
Yeah,
but
hit
you
that.
blew right
Sorry.
past it.
Hit that stinger.
Can you speak Bocce?
Of course I can, sir. It's like a second language to me. I'm a
All right,
spirit
shut up. I'll take this.
Shut up, sir.
Luke!
As I was saying.
Yeah.
New year, you know, it's been a while since we've been here.
Yeah.
It's been a whole year
About
since
a
we've
year.
been here, so we forget things sometimes.
Apparently.
I just think of New Hope because the way the ship just comes over and drops it. It's just like the
Drops
ship
it like
goes
it's
on
hot.
forever and it just sets it off
Drop it like
nicely.
it's
So
hot.
I can't
Drop it like
think
it's
of one off
hot.
the top of my head that beats that. Although Empire is pretty close, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Don't go
Nothing could
Switzerland on me,
possibly-
Dan.
No, I
Nothing
mean, but the
could
intro.
possibly beat it, but this one comes really,
Yeah,
really
but,
close.
but I'm saying Empire though, like it doesn't have the same feel. It's like the
No.
wind cold, you know. Like I get it. Like we're seeing our favorite character, but the New Hope, you're like, well, I don't even know what's going on. Like we're
Right,
seeing
but
ships,
already
we're
it's
seeing droids.
action.
Yeah, but it's action. Like somebody's being chased, and I mean the opening crawl, of course.
Right,
I'm gonna
sets it
shut
up.
up.
No, it sets it up nicely. No, that's a great one. I love it. It's OG, man. It's the original. You gotta go
it's
with that.
Og.
But I go next, I guess.
Do it.
So for me, the one that kept popping into my mind was actually episode 3.
Yeah. Yep.
That one was absolutely epic. It's them in the starfighters starting off, and they come around that ship. It just looks fairly normal, and then they
Yeah.
come around that ship,
And
and,
then
you're
it's
just
just
like
a
huge
huge battle.
space battle over Coruscant too.
I vaguely remember
It's
this.
amazing. Just the cinematography, everything going on. You're just like, oh my, the scale is epic.
Right.
And you just, again, you're right into the action, kind of like what Dan was saying. And this is where the fun begins.
This is where the fun begins.
And it's an epic start to a movie. I mean, you're just right into it. I loved it. So
Right.
that's my top pick. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, I was gonna go episode 3,
Oh,
but
sorry.
you
Stole your
stole my
thunder.
thunder.
Yeah, done did took it.
I'll probably have to go Empire then,
You can't
because
have
I
the same
know
one.
I know what's going to come after that.
Yeah. I
My
thought
favorite
Empire,
part of the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because some of the opening scenes, though, is them just sending out the probe droids.
Yeah.
But it does have that air
But it's
of
like
mystique to it. Yeah.
they're like, what is that? And then he gets rapscallioned by a wampa.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
And that was crazy right
It
off the
was.
bat. Your hero's like down for the count almost.
Right?
Almost
Just
dead.
gone.
Which was a bold choice.
Already bloodied. Amazing.
Amazing.
The story just started and he's already dead.
He's already dead. No, that would be The Last Jedi.
There we go.
All right.
I knew it was somewhere out there.
We had to bring it up. Matt, what about you, home dog, million dude?
Slumdog Million?
Um,
Home Dog Million.
which one? Is there one that starts with lightsabers and blasters? Killing.
I'd say the
Killing.
episode 1 pretty quickly.
Yeah.
There's lightsabers.
Yep.
The Phantom Menace. You want to go with the Phantom Menace? Otherwise,
You want to go
Explain
with
it
the
to
Phantom
me.
Menace?
I have
Qui-Gon
terrible
and Obi-Wan
memory.
are on a ship full of droids, and they gas the room that they're in,
Yeah.
and then they have to fight the droids.
Sounds pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty epic. That's
I
the
have a
only time they
terrible
do
memory.
speed running
Yeah. What was the
in
second
the
one?
films.
Attack of
Clone
the
Wars?
Clones.
Attack of the Clones? Oh, shoot. I don't even remember.
Oh, yeah. It's
What is it?
Padme. And her
Oh, yeah,
clone
the ship. And they're
landing on
flying in,
Coruscant.
and
Yeah.
then they blow up her ship.
blows up.
And her handmaiden dies,
dies.
or whatever. Yeah, that sucks. But at least Padme didn't die. And
coulda,
just so
though.
you guys know, Padme is Leia's mom.
dude.
Bringing it back.
Full circle.
We're reminded of that in that
Classic.
video.
Oh, man.
Wait, what?
That was so funny. All right. Now we're making new memories in 2024
Of the same old memories.
of the same old memories.
It works.
It's called
It works.
Stay on Target lore.
The new
Oh, wow.
same old.
All right, fact checker, hit us with those facts. Which
Hit.
one's your favorite?
Okay. Oh, they're facts. Okay, I like it. My
Well, you're
Tell
opinions
us.
are facts. I'll take that.
I made a horrible
You
error.
said it.
You gave her a big head down. We can't take it away.
I don't know, how does your head fit in that helmet?
Hey.
Sorry. All
Thank you.
right, what is it?
Well, I know there's been some great answers in the chat, which we'll get to, and I promise I'm not trying to copy them, not stealing it either.
You're stealing
Yes, you
everything.
are.
Putting that out there.
Just like
You're AI. You steal
Sounds
everything.
Yeah.
terrible.
No, but I guess the main
you have
one,
spoken, you didn't steal that either, eh?
I'm just going to ignore it.
Keep going.
The main one that sticks out to me is just the scenery at the beginning of Rogue One. Like I love the field, the dark and
Yeah,
the
good
light.
call, good
The
call.
cinematography was just incredible.
The
Would,
cinematography.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, I actually, for me, Rogue One is the most Star Wars looking movie. Like that, it's a
Yeah.
weird thing to say, but like, if George
But
Lucas,
it's
I
true.
feel like if George Lucas would have made Star Wars more
In the-
modern times,
yeah.
it would look so much like that because they did a great job making it look lived in. Everything about it, I love.
Legit.
Could
With
you
the look of
imagine, though, if they tried to remake that movie?
Like or Rogue
Like-
One or
No, like the whole series.
Oh man, they've talked about it. That makes me nervous.
I'm like, please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
That
Don't
would
do
not be a good
it,
idea.
little girl.
Unless you get George Lucas to do it.
Yeah. Even still though, I don't know. I don't know what he changed.
Or-
It'd be so much.
Or what?
He just makes an offshoot that's parallel to that story.
Oh, I would like that. That interweaves.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, actually.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, I would like that. Otherwise, the only other way they could do it, kind of
Would
what
be
we're going
Twin
to
Worlds.
talk about later, though, is if they did a full anime or animation
Animated.
style, but they just did it beat
Animated.
for beat. You got to do it beat for beat.
Oh, Matt doesn't like
But then
that.
also, Matt's not a huge fan of anime, are you, Matt?
No, like what we just watched.
But like, what about like
Yeah,
that, like
that's
Clone
fine.
Wars,
Yeah. Animated.
That's animated.
animated? But I like the anime style. That
Oh,
they
you're
did a
talking
little
about
while back.
like
I'd take
anime,
both.
anime.
I take both of them, honestly. I'm good with either. I'm just saying, either way. But they'd have to do it match up beat for beat, but then add some more action
beat.
in the like. The,
Well, yeah, they
the-
got to make it over the
in
top.
some of the original. Yeah, for sure. And I think that would be really fun and a really great way to do it.
Yeah.
Great way.
Skylark is booing Matt.
Oh, for not liking anime.
Kirsten,
Sorry,
I
dude.
love anime style.
Sorry,
Chat, what do you guys think about anime? I want to hear from you. Let us know. You got any suggestions? Because I've watched a lot of anime. And I'm kind of looking for some more.
And the fact, the people in the chat actually, there was a lot of good answers. Their
goodness,
favorites.
Yeah, let us know.
Did you
What
want
is
to?
it?
Did you remember
Read 'em
some
up.
fact checker? Episode 1 is fun. Says Bismo.
The opening of episode.
Yeah.
It was surprising. It kind of set you on a dark path in episode 1 whenever
Yeah.
they totally destroy the consular ship like right out of the bat. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, those were good guys.
Right.
Dead immediately.
They're all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all day,
that's
son.
true. With Qui-Gon and Force running, that was pretty
Qui-Gon.
interesting.
I just the fact that they did that,
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
that actually.
They need to make his movie. Qui-Gon.
the Qui-Gon.
That would
yeah,
be
I
amazing.
think that'd be
As
great.
long as you
That
don't
would-
ruin it like they did Obi-Wan.
Well, the problem though is you can't.
No, movie,
True.
not show.
Movie,
Movie.
yeah.
But could you
Doesn't mean they
get?
couldn't ruin it.
True.
But you wouldn't be able to have Liam Neeson though.
No.
That'd be the
you'd
problem.
Have to,
You-
you'd have to get a new actor.
I don't know if you could do it without Liam Neeson.
Can you do a solo movie without Harrison Ford?
He's got you there.
Somehow
They
they
did, but I'd say it's not
Was
quite
it
as
the
good.
same? I
Right.
don't
That's
think so.
you can argue about whether or not it was.
I didn't mind him though. Actually,
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
did
bad.
not mind.
No, he's
all
not
them.
the problem with that movie.
No, he's not.
And that movie just doesn't have problems. It's just
No,
It
wasn't-
does have
well,
problems.
it
It
didn't
does,
need to be
but it
made.
doesn't.
It didn't need to be made, and it just shouldn't have released it when they released it.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
beyond that, it you could tell it got mishmashed, cut up, and like they kind of lost the
Reshoots.
thread on certain
Yeah.
certain storylines. And Yaki said, "I'll go with Revenge of the Sith, like you guys. It's beginning and end.
It's
We're
epic.
pure Star
That's
Wars."
cool. Yeah, Tamerkin said A New Hope.
Oh yeah, classic like
Mm-hmm.
Dan. Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Hannah had also said Rogue One. So
Rouge one.
we're
Yep.
sticking together on that answer.
I like
Rouge.
Sonia's here because me and Sonia, we know what's going on. She's got the real lightsaber. I dream about having a real lightsaber.
Yeah.
She said, my favorite Star Wars intro is Poe Dameron and Kylo Ren on Planet Jakku. That is a pretty good intro.
Yeah. Well,
I know you guys are like, well, it's basically a redo, but it's
Is that the intro of the movie?
yeah.
Yeah.
This will begin to make things right.
Remember?
Like you
Oh,
jump into the
yeah,
action.
yeah,
Kylo
yeah.
Ren
Some
drops
droid
in.
gets secret plans to destroy his super weapon.
Right.
Yes. And he drops in, and then he force
What they
stops
really
the
should've
blaster bolt.
They really should have said is this is where we begin to make things wrong.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I agree. The beginning of that film is actually pretty good.
Right. It just
pretty
falls
exciting.
apart. It seems to
Yeah.
fall apart.
But it's the reality sinks in real quick that it's just a carbon copy of the
Right.
A New Hope.
And just the fact that they killed off Han Solo
Yeah.
the way they did.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
And
I will-
actually, it's a
Well,
it's
yeah.
a copy, but it's like a
bad
cheap
copy. Yeah, cheap knockoff.
where like
copy.
they didn't even explain what they needed to explain.
Exactly.
They continue that thread through the whole trilogy.
Yep.
Like, why are you
And the
not?
second movie happens, and we're like, what?
They're just not explaining anything, and they're just like, let them figure it out.
They missed the whole meaning of Star Wars, which is hope. They kill everybody and give you no hope.
There is no hope.
That's the problem. Because I mean, like, if in that movie, Luke would have saved Han, like caught him or like saved him in the ship, and then faced Kylo instead of Rey. Like Luke showed up there, rescued Han, and then went and fought Kylo and like totally owned him, and then took Rey and be like, you know, you're a Force. You could still use the whole Force dyad and stuff like that. Anyway, we're going off on the sequels. We don't need to do that. But yeah, so everybody else had some good thoughts in the chat. Thank you for doing that. I did see some anime. So some people were liking anime out there. Fact checker.
Yeah. Sorry, I switched to finding more answers, but yes, they.
Oh, sorry.
they
Go ahead if you
are
have some
liking
more.
it. I think Hunter said something about Qui-Gon, animated Qui-Gon adventures, and having voice act.
Ooh, that's
It's not a
really
bad
good.
idea.
I really like that. That would
Tales
be the
of
way
the
to
Jedi,
go.
right? Well, they
Yeah.
did. They kind of.
They messed that one up. That was probably one of the.
The voice.
The voice was not even close
Yeah.
to
it
Liam
wasn't.
Neeson's.
I don't know why.
Has
they
he
did
ever
that.
done animated?
I don't know if he has.
I think he's too much of an actor's actor.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think
You
so.
give him enough money, though, I think he'd do it.
He'll do Taken 7, but he won't do an animated.
Yep.
Right.
Use that voice, bro.
Well, I mean, if I think if the story's there, I think he would do it.
Yeah.
I think the problem now, and he said it in past takes, is that they've diluted Star Wars. So.
Yeah, they've got a lot of dilution.
Yadu. All right. Anything else, Fact Checker? I know you were looking for some more answers.
Yeah,
and-
Icy said Revenge of the Sith.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Kirsten also said Rogue One, Ellie, A New Hope. So
Yeah.
yeah, mostly, kind of what's been said.
Oh,
But
yeah.
again, great answers.
I still love
about-
the beginning act of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Is amazing. The whole Jabba's palace and then the fight
Yeah.
there. But that's a beginning act. I wouldn't consider the
That's
opener.
not an
It's a little bit of a
Yeah.
slower burn because you can
is.
really tell they thought about that. That's
Yeah.
how you take time to continue the story that you cliffhanged in episode 5.
I'm
But it's-
surprised nobody said the Star Wars Holiday Special.
That Wookiee intro is way too long and really awkward.
Yeah.
It's just like, what is happening right now?
So
funny.
Bismo, is your answer Revenge of the Sith? Is that what he said?
I think that's what he's saying.
Okay, cool.
I think that's what he's saying.
All right. Well,
Yeah. We got some anime fans out there too. Glad you guys like
Brilliant.
anime. And I did see Bismo had some suggestions, so I might check those out. Sweet.
check them out.
Check them out. All right. Well, we got some little bit of housekeeping here before we get into anything else. So, quick thing, announcements. We were gonna do 7 p.m. this week, but we had some scheduling conflicts come up.
Yeah. Thank
And-
the AI for that one.
Way to go, AI.
Hey.
Right under the bus. It's funny because
No
we can be mean
comment.
to the AI. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like
The AI cannot retaliate.
It's not like the AI is going to retaliate one day and
Maybe.
take over
Yeah,
Skynet.
exactly. You never know.
We love it.
What are you, the T-1000?
What?
No, sorry.
I
Okay,
had
too
to.
much.
Yeah, over my head.
Do you not know what Terminator is?
Have you seen Terminator?
Yeah, I've seen it. But
Terminator.
A while
Which
ago.
one? Name one
Name one Terminator
actor
movie.
in the Terminator.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his face?
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, no.
He was the governor.
Come on, AI.
The
Pull it from the
Governor.
internet.
Also known
The Governor.
Arnold. What's his last name?
Yeah.
You know him.
Don't say it wrong.
You know him.
might
You love
actually-
him.
You might
You
get
know
some hate.
Yeah.
Just look
All
it
right,
up.
come on, chat. Give it to me.
Give it to me.
You're AI. You should know this.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen the movies.
Search
They're
the
not
data
bad.
banks.
I've seen parts of one.
Name one
Oh,
movie.
thanks. Yeah, Schwarzenegger. Thanks,
Schwarzenegger.
Skywalker.
Yeah. You do the chopper. Name that
But you are
reference.
off target. Get
We give the AI fact checker a hard time just because we love her.
Sure.
Nah, it's just because it's easy to do.
I don't know.
Thanks,
about
Nick.
Aw, snap.
Wow.
He is the Sith Lord.
Lord.
That's
Yeah,
why you love him.
seriously.
I think Hunter's probably said something by now
Yeah,
about
he's
it
probably
too.
said.
I'm
We
just
don't
guessing.
need to look.
Yeah.
Just ignore.
Avoid your eyes.
Avert your eyes.
No, Hunter's always got hot takes.
Weren't
All
you
right,
doing
but
housekeeping?
The announcement though
Let's get
is
sweeping.
we're gonna be having a new time. We're gonna try it out. New time is next week, Wednesday again, but at 7 p.m. We're gonna go an hour earlier. Okay, so
Eastern.
Eastern
Eastern.
Standard Time. Yep. So Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be going at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesdays. So if we're already rolling and you're coming in at 8, now you know why, because we're starting early, okay? So definitely check your clocks, set the calendar dates, and do the things to make sure you're here with us.
I love how every time Matt is on camera, he just.
He's got it figured out,
Got
bro.
to flash the,
Definitely
got
the
it
pearly
ready.
whites.
Just pearly
Yeah,
ones.
yeah, you got
He's got the smolder.
Yeah,
there you go. There's the
smolder.
smolder. Nailed it.
You got to hit him with that schmolder.
Oh man, it's
I know
good.
what's up.
It's
And
a
we
man.
got Pia here.
Yeah.
Joined the
Pia.
chat.
What's up,
Pia.
Kick him out.
Pia
Kick him out.
DOUL 718
No,
was in
Pia.
the chat the other day talking. It was
Yeah,
fun
what's
chatting
up?
with everybody during the
What's good,
premiere
Pia?
of the 2023 recap. Maybe we'll do it again in 2024 if we get anything good this year. If you guys are funny,
That's going in right now. Tag it.
Oh gosh.
Are you
I need to show the notes.
is 2024 going to be funnier than 23?
It already is.
It already is.
Oh, it already is.
Every year is funnier.
We get more and more cynical.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
No, I mean more and more like funny cynical. Right?
Funny cynical?
Cynical
that a thing?
Cinnamon?
Funical?
We're getting more cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
Wait, let's
Synonym?
I like cinnamon.
Rolls?
Cinnamon rolls are amazing.
Just like grammar used to make?
Just like and speaking of rolls,
Synonym.
We do need to get to that, but before we do that, I did want to say, if you haven't yet, go and check out our music. We now have music up on the channel and everywhere you can listen to music. We got Rule of Two, we got the Fact Checker Chill, both versions, and Santava. I know it's after Christmas now,
Wow.
but Santava lives through all the years.
through all the
Year,
days.
You mean,
days of the year. You know,
There you go.
Through all the years?
I don't know what that has
he
to do
will
with
always
anything.
be here.
He's a celestial being.
Yes, he is.
He knows
he's a
when
watcher.
you are sleeping.
Whoa, okay.
He knows when you are awake.
I know if you've been bad good.
Shall be good.
It'll be good.
For goodness sake.
For goodness sake.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Hey.
All right.
that's really really good actually. I like it.
Is it?
Thank you.
Our deep voices?
And,
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Our voices.
But you got us an audition for the voice.
Yeah.
For Liam Neeson's movie.
Yep. Yes. There we go.
Voice acting.
All of the above.
Do your Scottish accent, Nick.
No.
Do it.
Well, you can't have everything in 2024, okay?
No.
Well,
Some of the bits I do are retired now. I'm a new man.
you're gonna bring them out of retirement here soon.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
my
soon.
goodness.
Pretty
Sometime.
soon. We're gonna go broke.
Yeah, we are.
Speaking
He
of
needs to
new
bring 'em
men,
out.
we got
What?
we are now over 6,000 subscribers.
6,000
How'd
subscribers.
you manage
I
to
just
slip
wanna
right in
say-
there?
Thank you, everybody out there who's subscribed to our channel. We appreciate it, and we just want to welcome you with open arms. And Nick will tolerate you.
Yeah.
And Matt has a smolder.
Perfect.
Nailed it.
What if the last 5,000 to join were actually women?
Ooh.
But then
Yeah,
Just because of
Justin.
Matt.
Because you said, speaking of the new men,
Look, okay,
I know,
I
it
was
was
yeah,
a weird
that's-
transition.
Come
you
on,
didn't have
man.
to call me out on that
No,
because
no,
I
no,
was
like
trying
that.
to get us back on target in the smoothest way possible.
Well,
look at the
force-
music.
the
Look at the
force
new
is
music.
female.
Look
Call
at the
them
new music.
people.
that's Apple Music right there, by the
That
way.
is Apple
So
Music. Yep, you can listen to it
You
there.
can eat an apple
Yep,
while
it's
you
the name
listen
of
to
the
music.
song and their relationship.
And
Candlelight
it's the
coming
order.
soon.
Candlelight will drop if people want it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we need
You
to
gotta
get that
want
one.
it.
I think so.
I gotta want it.
It's
They
on
gotta
YouTube,
want
but
it.
it should be out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then we're gonna do the Matt version of Every Christmas Carol.
Yep.
The Matt
Hunter just
version.
said forces female.
Here's you when you're sleeping.
Dang it, Hunter.
Yeah, he knows the hot
We got
takes.
coffee in here too. What's up, Coffee on Korriban?
Hey!
Yo, what's
Are
up,
those
Koofy?
sips?
Yeah,
Yeah.
get
And
that
take a
sick
good
right
sip,
now.
Hey.
Oh,
Justin.
should I practice it?
Yeah,
I haven't practiced as much. All right,
we
we're
need
gonna
it
do all right.
in the new year.
All right, listen up. See if I can do it. He
Already-
won't judge me.
I already hate
Or
it.
critique me. Sorry, not judge. Judge free zone.
Hardcore judge.
That's free critiquing.
It's really bad. You're not drinking tea. You can have your pinky up.
Can't hear because Matt's talking.
Matt, would you?
No, that was Dustin the whole time. Matt never
Yeah, I
talked.
was throwing my
Through his
voice.
voice. All right, I'll solo Dustin's
Do it.
mic. Here we
Do
go.
it again.
Okay.
Ready? Was that offensive or non-offensive?
I mean, it's kind of sounded like a swamp, but
It's amazing how
it
quiet
was all right.
You know, I was
Looking
trying to
quiet
pull it back
about it.
enough.
You
I've been
can't-
working on it.
You can't have
I
your
did
pinky up.
work on it.
Did you
once.
wait? Is that the coffee you made in the AeroPress?
Yes, it is actually coffee
Wow,
made in
there you go.
AeroPress.
I was wondering where you got that.
See
Yeah.
what the
Yes.
quality control says.
Smells.
My wife made
Snazzy.
it for me. So
Aw.
coffee.
Oh, so you didn't make it?
No, I did not. She was very kind. And before I left,
Wow,
she
Dustin.
gave me this
Can't
coffee.
even make your own coffee.
I can. I've made her coffee.
Incapable.
Made her coffee. And
made
have you
her
made
coffee in the
yourself
past.
coffee?
No,
Are you
I
fully
refuse to make
capable?
my own coffee.
Oh, wow. Okay, you got an 8 out of 10 for
I got an 8 out of 10.
All
Was that
right.
from coffee or
From
who was that
Hunter.
From?
No.
Oh,
That was
from
from Hunter.
Hunter.
for
Okay.
the coffee.
I get it
Coffee's
because
like-
he's quality control.
Coffee's like, yeah, that was terrible.
Pia said ASMR on target.
Oh,
Yeah.
coffee said beautiful. He said beautiful.
Oh.
I see it.
He's lying to you.
Yes.
Where does it
Don't
say
believe
that?
him.
I don't see
Show
it.
me. I
It's
don't
fake.
see
Right
it.
there. Look.
Fake news. I don't see it.
And
Beautiful.
Tamerkin says,
Coffee.
as a teacher, I'd say shows improvement. Yikes.
Thank you.
So, there you
Tamerkus
go.
is a teacher?
It shows
about
improvement.
Thanks.
What? Dan's job apparently tonight is to call everybody out.
It must be the coffee.
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
we
he
need
gave
your
you,
sip.
he gave you a 9
Who
out of
made
10.
your coffee, Dan?
I'm not gonna say.
I'm not gonna say it.
I'm pretty sure my
guys-
wife made the coffee.
Do you guys just not make your own coffee anymore?
My wife made it.
I'm just like you specifically though.
Well,
Do
I
you
will
ever
make
make-
my own coffee.
I mean, I can.
When name the last time you made your own coffee?
I think, when did I do it? Saturday? I think I made my own on Saturday.
Oh, dear. We're way off target.
He's drinking the coffee today that he made on Saturday.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
my wife made
There we
this
go.
coffee. We're being clear. She did make this.
Yes.
And I love her very much.
Yes.
She is awesome. And she does a really good job. It's really good.
It's great.
All right, let's get back here. Let's get back on target. This is Stay on Target, a show where we do everything but.
Yep. Haven't heard that one in a while.
It's a
Or in
good one.
2024.
Speaking of butts.
Oh boy.
Yikes.
Oh,
This isn't
that's a
gonna
terrible
lead
segue.
anywhere.
No, it's not. It's not.
is
not
starting
gonna
with
We're
lead
that.
gonna veer
anywhere
off
good.
that. We're gonna
I
get
think I
right-
got a stinger for this one.
All right, yeah, just
we?
hit me with the stinger.
I'm trying to find a stinger that might transition. Would this be like
hit me with your best.
Hey, Kev.
trivia? No,
What is going on?
I don't know. I don't have a stinger.
What's the sting,
Yeah, you do.
dude?
For we're the next.
TONT.
Are we on TNT?
Yeah, now we're
Yeah.
going to
All
TNT, baby.
right.
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like? Art.
Well, stand down, or we shoot.
Okay, shoot.
It's Talent on Target, baby.
Coming in early.
Coming in hot.
Woo.
Coming in early. Hot like the coffee my wife made me. All right, we're pulling it back. All right, but yeah, it is 2024 Rise of the Fans, and we're excited to showcase some talent that you guys have submit to us. And if you'd like to submit more talent to us, submit it to... How many times can I say submit?
Have
When
submit?
is somebody going to call me out on this?
Is it have
You did it very
submitted?
well.
We didn't have to. You
Or is
call
it have
yourself on
submit?
that.
Because you said have submit to
Stay,
us.
stay on target.contact@gmail.com. That's where you could submit all of your
Yeah.
art so we can showcase it on Stay on Target, Talent on Target
Yeah.
edition. Thank you for clearing that up.
All of the submit to us.
All of the submittingness.
Submitted.
Schmitty Warberman Jensen?
Schmitty
He was number one.
Yankerman Jensen?
All right.
If you know what that is. you get
He
a
was
whoopee cookie.
number one.
Tamerkins is like, your grammar needs fixing.
Yeah.
Among other things.
What's wrong with grammar?
Among other things. All right.
What's wrong with
So we're super excited about this because we got our moderators in here tonight that
Yeah.
have been working hard behind the scenes. We got Roll the Tape Studios, and they just dropped a trailer on their channel, and I have not seen it yet. I have actually purposely held off so that we could react live on the show tonight. We got permission from them to show it live on the show, and I can't wait to see it. It's Roll the Tape Studios, but before we show it, I just want to say, go on over to their channel and like, comment, subscribe. Tell them that we sent you, and give them all the accolades because they've been working super hard on this. I know it takes a lot of work. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. You guys pumped for this?
Yes.
All right.
Pumped.
Let me see how I can
Pumped up.
bring this
Pumped
in
up.
now.
All right. Yeah,
The
yeah,
chat
yeah.
is super excited.
Oh, this is going to be great.
That's because they're amazing. They Roll the Tape Studios, everything they do, they are so artistic and very talented.
It's going to be great.
Hunter says, "Shut up and show me snail." Yes, I definitely want to see
Wait,
snail.
no spoilers. Gosh,
Hunter,
come
you're
on,
spoiling
Hunter.
it.
Nobody knows what a snail is.
Nobody knows what it is. Yeah. What are you talking about?
the heck,
Fact
fact
checker? That's what he was
checker?
talking about.
Yeah, no
Oh.
spoilers.
I say you're
fact checker.
spoiling
Twist
it by
it.
saying it was a spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anti-spoiler.
Don't twist this on me.
Don't you twist this on me. Don't you twist my words.
Yeah.
Don't you twist my words.
All right. I think I've got it
Do
figured
you?
out. No.
Is it going to actually play or is it going to
man.
go to a completely different
There's a
page
great
when you try
chance
to
that
do
it won't work.
Cool.
Let's see. Let's just see here.
There's also a great chance that it will work.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, it didn't
now
work.
it
Oh,
didn't
there we
work.
go.
It covered
Fact
my
checker
face.
All right.
is looking
Can
at
you
the
see
glass
that?
half full.
Can you see that?
Yes.
I can see it.
All
I
right,
can see
so
it. It's right
let's
in front of me.
Can
just
you
go
see
here. We're gonna go boom. We're gonna
All right,
go there.
we're gonna
So you
react.
guys are gonna see this.
Are we going to
Okay.
hear it?
They're gonna see
White.
that.
Wow,
Are they gonna
you're
hear
getting
it?
fancy with the spices.
They should be able to
so
hear it.
many windows are open.
They
right
will
now.
hear it. Yes. Okay.
right,
Are we
cool in
ready?
here.
Yeah,
They-
we're
they can
ready.
see
Let's
it.
do
It's
this. I can't
coming
wait.
soon. I'm gonna refresh the page and it's gonna start playing
just a trailer.
auto-magically.
Just a trailer.
I hope so.
All right,
hope
you're
it
ready.
doesn't
Here we
go
go.
to
We
I'm
got it.
pulling it with a truck.
All right, here we go.
Pulling it with the
I have no idea how we're supposed to do this. I don't even know what this is.
Nice.
Yes.
March 31st, baby.
Faster, what do I do?
Throw it.
Excellent.
Was that
Nope.
their ship?
It probably was.
Right?
Ooh, I like that guy.
Oh, yeah. He looks like an
Nice.
evil guy.
Ooh.
This is what it feels like to drown.
Nice.
This is where the fun begins.
Nice.
Very good.
That is
That's awesome. That was great.
Dude,
Well
that was
done.
sweet. Very well done.
Oh, that's super good. Oh my goodness.
And that's all hand drawn and
Yeah.
animated, correct?
Yeah.
So
Easy.
that has to take a lot of time.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
many-
They've been cranking it like night and day, weeks and months.
Right.
night,
Hours.
sky, and day.
Years and
Hours.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah, hours even.
Wow.
Minutes.
Good. Great work, you guys.
Yeah.
Gals.
So good.
Unbelievable.
Hannah's saying it took so long.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
definitely
Yeah.
looked like it. You guys cranked that out though. Man, I loved it. I love seeing the humor right off the bat.
Can I play
with
do an encore?
Snail.
Can I play it one more time?
Let's do it. Let's
Do
do
it.
it
Do
one more
it
time.
I'm
I
gonna
wanna
play it
watch
one more
again.
time. It's so
We were
good.
just in awe
I
the
have
first
no idea
time.
how we're supposed to do this.
No idea how we're supposed to do this.
I don't even know what this is.
The French accent.
I like that. I
I
like the
saw it.
space battle.
Yeah, the space battle.
That
lightsaber.
is cool.
Faster, what do I do?
Throw it.
The sass there.
Just throw it.
Right at the ship.
It's got to be theirs, I think.
And then their expressions are awesome.
Right?
So
They're
good.
just like,
Totally.
Disappointment.
They're not salvaging
And
that.
animating that is epic.
right?
Nice saber.
Yes. I love the
This
blood dripping out of her
is what it
mouth.
feels
Right.
like to drown.
Oh, man.
This is where the fun begins.
Nice.
I mean, you got everything.
You do.
got all the
Yeah.
fixins.
You got all the makings of a great Star Wars film. I think right off the bat, I think we're most excited for that film this year.
Yeah.
Right?
More than anything else. coming up.
Series.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, series.
yeah.
My bad. My bad.
Peace.
I got a little ahead of myself here.
Come on, the AI's correcting you now? Yeah. What's going on?
I like the. I'm trying to figure out the settings too. I like the planet. They're in space. The one I almost looked like a dojo. Maybe I don't know.
They were with the lightsaber.
Yeah, there were the training. It looked very dojo-esque and
Dojo-esque.
man, it just the fact that all of those every frame is hand painted.
Yes,
Right?
seriously.
You're talking impressive
And
amount of work.
Most impressive.
they even have touchscreens that they do it
Right? On their phone.
on their phones.
Somehow, yeah.
Oh, no, are you
Came
serious?
up with that technology just for drowning.
Just
Right?
for drowning. Yeah, which is super cool. Just absolutely amazing work there. I love that's got to be super complicated to do the anime. I love the animation. I'm interested to see more of the story. Snail has already won me over.
Right? Yep.
Yeah, everyone's loving Snail.
I love Snail. Perfect name for a B1 battle droid.
Right?
I mean, how can you go wrong,
they're
honestly,
slow
with
and
that?
dead.
The B1, and you got all the other characters. The accent sounds legit.
Mm-hmm.
So, isn't that what's the species that they talk with French accents?
That was a
French.
Twi'lek.
French
It's
people.
The, it's the French.
The French
They tend
creatures
to-
speak French.
They tend to have
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
just very good.
Also, was that a TIE Defender?
Yeah,
It
That was a
Yep.
TIE Defender
Um,
that actually Thrawn helped make
yeah, he
design.
made those.
Yeah, he made those. So
Well,
I like
Nights Guy
that.
said, yeah, Snail totally blew up their stolen TIE Defender.
Yep.
So we're getting an inside
We're
scoop.
getting a little inside scoop.
Wow.
Little
Yeah.
preview.
I'm just
was
excited
so,
about where this is going.
Yeah. So if
Right.
you guys are excited as we are, go over their channel, like it, comment
Oh, yeah.
that it was amazing because it absolutely is amazing. It took them a very long time and they're still working hard behind the scenes to get that cranked out by what was it, March
31st.
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 So
3-1.
that's gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward, and that's just the first episode, right? Or is that
Yeah.
the entire
Nope,
series?
that's
Okay.
episode 1.
Episode 1.
Wow.
With more episodes to come. So
Yeah.
that's crazy. The amount of talent they have just blows me away.
Right?
But definitely head on over there, like, comment, subscribe, tell them we sent you, and just follow everything they do. It's amazing.
Right?
All right, so let's keep
Good stuff.
going here with Talent on Target. I know we got some more stuff to show. I know I was gonna say something else, but I forgot.
We know that everybody else has talent. and
Yes,
there's gonna
everybody's
be
got a lot
more
of talent.
Do we?
Everybody.
But yeah, thank you, Hannah and Night Sky, for letting us show that live and react to it because that was a lot of fun and absolutely amazing. I can't wait.
Well, yeah, I think their tagline is "New Year, New Star Wars," and obviously they're living up to it right off the get go.
Absolutely.
I mean, they dropped it 12:01
Oh man,
January 1st.
Nice.
They met the deadline.
It was the first
Very
Star
good.
Wars fan film of
Yes.
2024.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Trailer for fan film.
Yeah.
Hunter
You know what I'm
said-
I know
saying?
what you're
Crap
saying.
right, Nick.
I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Get
Call
your
me
crap
out like
right,
that.
man.
I mean,
I've never called you out on anything, and you have the audacity to do this in front of all my fans.
All of your fans.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and Hannah's
They hate
keeping the
you, Nick.
deadline. I mean, they know how to get the job done. So March 31st, you better believe we're going to be watching some drowning, and
We're gonna be drowning.
we're going to be drowning and drowning. That's so exciting. I like the sound. Of course, I like the sound design.
Right.
You can hear things and see things, and the marching and the ship sounds and the ambiance. You got it. That sets
Droid
the mood.
voice. I mean, all
The-
the
yeah, no, the droid
different
voice,
characters so far.
everything, all the
Right.
dialogue. I mean, it's
gonna be
phenomenal. Unlike us, says Hunter. Correct. We don't keep our deadlines.
We do.
We
Stay on
don't.
target.
Wow.
We set the target out there
shade.
only so that we can
You're
miss it.
calling us out, bro.
Only so that we can shoot at something.
Yeah, we just needed something to shoot at.
Just
We're basically
anything.
stormtroopers at this point.
Right?
I mean, it's true. Like if you don't know what you want to do, you just put some target down range, and at least
Right.
you'll
Just take a shot.
just take a shot.
Something might stick.
Pretty
That's
much.
been our MO. pretty
That's
much
what our
this
MO
whole time.
is. We made a fan film, and that's basically what let's just try it. Let's just do it.
Films.
Oh yeah,
Just do it.
with the first one, and that's
Yeah.
that's what they did with Star Wars. It was an experiment.
It was.
Nobody knew. They thought it was going to fail, and they spent a lot of time and energy. But then here we are. We're all 50 years later, or however many years later it is.
We're all 50
Oh, from
years
Star
old.
Wars?
We're all here
you guys
about
might be
50
all
years
50.
later.
Yeah.
No, it's not 50 years. It's coming up though, right?
It's
I think it's
27 will be 50.
27
Yeah.
will be 50.
Wow.
That's
crazy. That is crazy.
It is
That's
crazy.
nuts.
So 2027, we're all going to
We're all gonna be
celebrate
50
together.
years
Is that going to be?
Whoa, dude, we
We're all
just
gonna be
jumped
50
in
years
age.
old.
All right, town on target. Let me
Yeah,
get there.
let's do
Boom.
it.
Here we go.
All right, so we
that's
watched
coming.
Drowning. That was absolutely amazing. Thank you again.
So
Like,
yeah.
comment, subscribe. All right, what do we got next?
All right, we're looking over here. Boom.
Don't know.
A really interesting, wow,
Whoa.
very cool artwork. I hope this is from Drowning or just.
It
What
might
is-
be. Good guess.
Ooh.
Yep, let me grab that real
I
fast.
thought it was
So-
the Beast
Star Wars.
at first.
Dude, that is what is going?
Looks like
That's,
Christmas.
It looks like Christmas
For the Empire.
for the Empire.
Empire.
Okay, this is boy.
Come on, AI.
No, I'm finding it. I'm finding
Get
it.
your crap together, homie.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
she's got.
No, this is from Night Sky, obviously,
Yep.
and it's Dragmere the
No.
Soul Reaper.
What is it?
Soul Reaper.
Dragmire.
Dragmire the
I think
Soul
Dragmire.
Reaper.
How do you spell it?
Drag M-I-R.
M-I-R-E.
No,
M-I-R.
no E. No
It's
E.
probably mirror then.
That's what I said. So,
Drag.
Dragmere.
and yes, this
I think
is
that's-
a character or maybe a scene from Drowning.
I
Wow.
think that's actually a look into Nick's heart.
Yeah.
An empty abyss.
Nah, that's my lair.
Yeah, that's your lair.
That's the beast that guards my lair.
Dragmere. That is so cool.
Yeah, and Night Sky said she drew that character originally 2 years ago.
Wow.
And now they're able to use it for Drowning, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, that's
That is
cool that they
cool.
incorporated it. That's awesome. Yeah, they already had their own like
Cinematic universe.
cinematic universe in
Yeah.
the background that they just pull from.
I know.
That's
It's amazing.
genius.
Well,
Amazing.
that's got me even more excited
Right?
because it's
That's legit.
scary. Yeah, it's intense.
It is
It's,
intense.
That's
Yeah.
dude.
it makes me nervous, but also I
Right?
like the style.
Soul Reaper.
All right.
That is
well,
super awesome. I love that. That is a cool design.
Nice.
phenomenal.
It's like creepy Christmas, but I love it.
Here we are. We got Ellie Blair, our very own.
Nice.
Lips and a pencil.
The lips and the pencil.
Nice.
12/26. Nicely done, Ellie.
The day after Christmas.
The
Did you
day
get a
after
pencil
Christmas.
for Christmas?
Did you get a pencil for Christmas? I
get
like
some
the shading
sketching
and everything
paper?
on that though.
Right?
For
I like
sure.
how minimalist it is.
Yeah, I like minimalism.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my lips story from that
My
didn't make
lips
the
are going to
cut.
be really strong.
And Hunter says 10 out of 10, the Dan lips.
The
Dan lips.
Okay.
Nice.
with the pencil.
I don't
Oh,
think
nice
I don't
job.
know how I told that story so soon in our relationship.
Right? So soon enough.
That's normally.
Is that cheesecake?
That's normally after the
sorry.
10th anniversary.
Is that like
Yeah, right.
raspberry cheesecake?
Looks like strawberry sheet.
I think it's
Strawberry
just cheesecake with strawberry topping.
Right.
Well, strawberry cheesecake.
Get off our backs, man.
Come on, man. I know my cheesecakes.
I know my cheesecakes. That
I
looks
don't know about
absolutely.
it looks
cheesecakes. I don't know
phenomenal.
about cheesecake.
It looks exactly how I know it tastes.
It could be flan.
Delicious.
No, it's definitely cheesecake with the strawberry
Okay,
compote.
strawberry. Yeah.
Strawberry
You know
topping.
what's
Did we
really,
not already say that?
Well, I'm just
You know what's
clarifying.
really
Yes.
Yeah, straight
It
from
makes me hungry.
Ellie Blair, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Thank
know what's
Man
really
alive.
good?
What's really good?
Try lemon cheesecake.
I like lemon cheesecake.
I will not be
Oh
doing
my
I've
that.
had that
goodness.
before. That's
I
absolutely
It's
delicious.
Shall not be
Da
doing
bomb.
that.
What's
And
the best cheesecake other than
Lemon cheesecake.
that's the best?
Yeah.
Have you had turtle cheesecake? That's pretty good.
I don't
No,
eat
turtles.
turtles.
Not-
That sounds like it's gonna be hard.
That's
and I don't
gross.
want-
AI.
That sounds crunchy.
You get right out of
She
here.
immediately regretted her decision of saying
Yes,
that.
exactly.
Thank
You disgust us.
Oh man, no, never mind.
No, I know what you're saying. It's
Yeah,
got
we
the
know what
chalk
you're
sand.
Turtles.
chocolate and mint.
pecan, mint.
Nuts.
Well,
Yeah, it's really good.
Mint?
Wait, there's
well, maybe
mint
they
with
should
turtle?
change.
Yeah.
it,
I didn't know turtle and mint. I
No.
thought-
Or maybe and caramel. It's like
Turtle's
a whole
Chocolate, caramel,
It's a whole
and
thing.
pecans.
Yeah, isn't
It's
it?
a whole
Pecan. Pecan pie.
This must be a
Pecan.
southern
I
version.
didn't eat a turtle. Man, dang it.
Why are
Why
you
did
so
you say
ruthless?
Man, the AI is just
Oh, my
off the
kids aren't
charts
watching.
today.
They love Teenage Mutant Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles.
they're like, you eat turtles?
But thank you, Ellie, for sending
Yes,
that in.
great job,
forever.
Ellie. And her
Yes.
cousin actually made the cheesecake.
wow.
so
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Awesome.
dude,
Good
I love
stuff there.
cheesecake.
This is doubling as
fantastic.
food on target, says Merkins. Yep.
Definitely.
And
Absolutely.
One hot dog.
Emberise
play the
says you
same
ate
game?
a
I'm not
turtle.
big into this food.
You
on
ate a
target.
turtle. Emberise believes that you did eat it.
You ate
No,
a turtle?
Hey, I ate a turtle.
AI is gonna not talk for the rest of the show.
You're doing great.
Good.
All right,
job
here we
is
go.
complete.
We're getting to our very own car specialist here.
Oh,
know
nice.
it.
Whoa, dude.
This
know
is,
it.
Oh, it's a GTA 6.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I see.
Six.
Yeah,
I
in
gotta zoom out a
celebration
little
of
bit to see
the
this.
trailer.
Wow.
Coming 2025 right
coming.
here.
It's
Yeah,
not.
supposedly.
It's not coming
It's not
2025.
coming.
It's
It's
probably
getting
going to be
delayed like
like
Star Wars.
2050.
Yeah.
2050?
2050.
Oh, boy.
That's pretty dope looking, though.
That is pretty sweet
Yeah.
looking.
Voice City, mate.
Voice City, mate.
Yeah.
Voice
Nice
Why
job.
did you go English?
I don't know.
That's weird, man.
Ask my
Voice City,
ask
mate.
the
Yes.
guy that controls my accents
Okay.
for me. I don't
Why did you
them.
do that to
You
me?
have a man inside your head that controls your accents.
I have
for
many
you?
men inside my head.
I
I
don't
have
think
many
I don't
voices
think
in my head.
Many voices.
I'm disturbed.
Oh no, Matt.
You heard it here first. Matt needs help.
Oh no.
This is therapy, so we're all good.
Yeah, kind of. But yeah, how long was the
I thought I was a therapist.
5 out for?
It's been out for,
For like
12,
since like 2013.
10
Isn't that
years,
crazy?
yeah.
10
12
years.
10 years.
It's
10,
been since
something
they
like that.
released
Yeah.
the new GTA.
Math.
Quality over quantity?
Yeah,
Pretty
really,
much,
and that's,
yeah.
And that, yeah.
In
You
a
get-
sense.
In a
I
sense.
mean, they are milking 5 out.
They are. They're
Yeah.
really
I mean,
milking it.
it's been good the whole
Icy
time.
said 11 years.
11 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Is that about the same as Skyrim?
I don't know.
Yeah.
When
Probably,
did Skyrim come
actually,
out?
yeah.
No.
Skyrim is
12.
13 years.
Yeah, 13 years.
Oh.
Yeah, because that was
And they haven't
2008,
come out with
wasn't it?
another
11.
one.
Oh, it was
It's
11.
2024, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, 25.
Oh, no.
Come
I
on, man.
always think 2008 for some reason for that game. No,
And
it's
Yaki
2011.
says GTA 6 to be released in 25, definitely worth the wait.
Yeah,
you
if
know,
it actually comes.
Star Wars could take a page out of its book and maybe create some more quality,
over
Right.
quantity.
and stop dropping so much stuff. I mean, we were very excited
Hint,
for all the
hint.
stuff, but
Wink, wink.
when the quality drops so far,
But I mean, they
You gotta
did do
back
good
off.
with Jedi Survivor
Yeah.
and
oh, the
Fallen
game.
Order.
Oh, yeah,
They
absolutely.
did good with those, but like
But
make
Outlaws,
more like that.
they postponed Outlaws, right? We're going to talk about
They
that
did.
later.
I did have some. Yeah, that was some news that we were.
And Icy's got another cool picture. Oh, I got to grab the
Oh,
soundtrack.
yeah. Sorry. Let me get you the
Oh,
link.
No, it's
Oh,
okay.
come
I'll
on.
drop it. There's another. Is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
You
that's-
done
Okay,
did
well,
drop the ball.
I'll play the music then in
Yeah.
in a second while we're
Hey.
I like this.
send it over. But man, nice job, Icy.
Right.
Sorry we
Peter
missed the
panel,
music here,
1 and
but we'll
2.
get it. We'll get it going.
Peter, are you? Oh, Peter. We forgot to introduce
Well, you
Peter
forgot
Panel
to-
1.
Well,
Peter Panel
We haven't
2.
introduced them in forever. I
you-
feel like. I'm
Look,
just
this is a
saying.
team effort
the color
here.
is fantastic. It doesn't.
You
I
know what
mean,
it looks like?
the
It looks
camera,
like
I don't know what to say.
looks like
It
Teenage Mutant
fantastic
Ninja
here.
Turtles.
Does it?
Oh, it does.
So there's a
What?
theme.
Yeah, the AI fact checker.
Because
8,
AI
No.
the turtle.
turtles.
Don't start that.
I want that on a T-shirt. AI eats turtles.
AI eats turtles.
Okay.
Save the turtles.
Save the world.
Save the world. Destroy the AI.
Yeah.
Destroy the AI.
Everyone saves a turtle.
New,
Get a
new-
pizza?
Are you
New
guys
movie
hearing?
coming
Are
out.
you hearing the music yet?
I don't. Ooh, wait.
Yes.
Yes. Ooh, ooh.
The people in the
Touch
chat,
the
are they
That's
hearing
just-
the music?
That's just the voice in Matt's
Didn't
head.
you used to have a
Yeah.
turtle?
I think I hear
No,
the
my
voices in Matt's
someone
head.
else did.
Did you eat it?
Where is it?
She made a
Is that where it's gone?
one person turtle soup.
You ate somebody else's turtle?
Listen to the music and just enjoy it. Man alive. And the chat can hear it.
Are we getting feedback right now?
No, it's just
So
checking
just
the audio.
listen to the music.
That's the first time Matt's punched Nick in 2024.
Here we go.
Almost punched me.
I like the
Almost punched
vibe.
Nick.
That's good.
It's very, yeah,
I feel
like
I'm in
Island.
Cancun.
It's like an
I like it.
island. Check this out, guys. Here's the worm. Ooh. Oh.
Oh,
It was clean.
Now do that on your belly.
I can't do it on my own.
he doesn't have fingers on his belly.
I don't have fingers on my belly, man.
I like the music though.
Yeah, it's really good.
Smooth.
Oh no.
Islandy. Makes me want to go to an island. Have you guys
Makes
ever
me
been to an
wanna
island?
sip on a Pina colada.
I'm asking everybody.
I don't even like pina colada.
Have you ever been to an island?
Yes.
Yes.
Why yelling at
Okay.
us? I haven't. Okay. Oh wait, yes I have.
It's not a tropical.
It's not.
Yeah.
Well, there's not too many islands on Hoth.
No.
So they're mostly
It was,
ice.
a,
There
it was
are
a winter
some.
island.
Almost you can walk across them.
Yeah, this is Icy.
This
He
is
said
iced over.
last song of 2023. So
Last song 2023. Nice job, Icy. I dig it.
Yeah, definitely. And he's already come out with some more. So
and Yaki says that music vibes with vacationing in the Philippines or the Caribbean.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
it
Absolutely.
does. Yeah.
There you go.
The picture
Groovin'.
helps too.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, you guys are awesome. This is brilliant.
Yeah. It's good.
Way to go, Icy.
Yes.
And thank you everybody for sending in that brilliant talent on target.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's also just in time for me to leave.
Oh, man.
Just in time.
Wow.
This
Nailed
is
it.
the last time he's gonna leave in 2024.
Yeah, last time he's going to leave
There
in
we go.
2024.
I can't promise that.
And we can promise it.
I won't.
We already
promise
did.
We've already locked the doors.
We're gonna put you in
That's it. I gotta fight my way out.
But
It's the first time I've been punched. in
hey Nick,
2024.
do you think there's any chance we can get stop motion from you this year?
A stop motion?
Yeah, like a
what do you
stop-
want me to do?
a Lego
With
stop
the,
motion
the
Yeah, with anything. We can make a Lego stop motion short.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right, sweet.
Dude, yeah.
It's
we
not.
gotta-
It's not terribly hard. It'll take a little bit, but
Well, if you know what to do, we can.
yeah.
Just,
I do know what to
All
do.
you gotta do is
Come
stop
on.
in motion.
I want that on a t-shirt.
All right. Got to write that one down.
Yeah,
Stop
write that
in
one
motion.
down. Yep, that's
AI
how it
eats
works.
turtles.
Facts. Facts with Matt.
We got lots of t-shirts coming out.
Fact, Matt.
Yeah, I better get to work.
Yep.
All right.
All right. See you later, everybody.
Wait, Nick, don't you have a tagline?
Nick,
Oh, yeah, you got to.
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
I love that tagline.
I'm not gonna miss you, Nick.
he's
Well,
out.
Oh, I was going to say the chat's already saying goodbye
Yeah,
and
the
they're going
chat's
to
already
miss
saying
you.
goodbye.
Gotta get some candy.
Hunter said you're so handsome.
He said, "No stop, all gas."
No stop, all gas. All gas up in the air.
They're saying, take care, Nick.
Hunter said 10 out of 10 on the tagline there. Oh.
Where did you come from?
He said I smell different when I'm awake. That's creepy.
Act
like
like
you
you
know.
ever walked up
Is
to
Nick
me and
now
said that.
Santava? Nick Tava?
He knows when you're awake.
He knows when I'm awake. Oh,
When
my
you've
goodness.
been bad, or
Wow.
good, so be good. For goodness sakes.
Librarian says hi and bye, Nick. Sup?
And Yaki says, "Stay safe."
All right.
Yep.
It's definitely a live show. Live things happen on this live show. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't yet, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your frenemies about us. So we can grow this wonderful community.
That's right. Kirsten Allen had to head out, so thank you for jumping in the stream. And Bismo said he'll be popping in and out as he's packing up. He got a deer.
Yeah,
Got
dude,
a deer.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Dude,
that
that's
was
awesome.
Is it dead?
He caught a big one.
He got it with his bow.
He's probably going to eat it too, man.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah.
Well, even in our in the
It's
the New Year's video he sent us, he was hunting at that time.
He
which
was
is-
in the
Yeah,
stand.
exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome.
Very
Which-
talented to do that.
I just want to
Exactly.
say, technically, wait, was he listening to us? Do we still get 100% because he got a deer when he was working with us?
Ooh,
I say
like
we
that.
claim it,
I say we claim it as 100%.
He's back.
Nick, you're back.
but
You're supposed to have
maybe
left.
maybe the chat can let us know what they think.
Yeah, let us know. But great job, everybody on Talent on Target. We do have one last thing to talk about in regards to talent from the fans.
Uh huh.
What? Did you want to do something else? What?
Just a talent on target every other week, right?
Yes.
Just good reminder. Put that
That's-
out.
Which subject to change? We were talking about it a little bit.
Oh.
Maybe once a month, but we
News
might.
to me.
Yeah, we're still working out the details, but as of now, it's going to be every other week.
No.
Yes,
sounds
and we
good.
will share because there's going to be a lot of stuff dropping this year, I think, by the fans. And
Yes.
this is kind of the whole point, right? We're going to try and lean in to what the fans are doing, which is you guys. And I think it sets it up for like this is what happens when you don't have like a lot of Star Wars content. It gives time for the fans to be creative and create their own stuff, and it feeds the Star Wars need. Right, we got to watch something, we want to see stuff.
Yeah.
So all the artwork that you do is brilliant,
And
and,
I
we love watching it, and it kind of fills our buckets.
Right. It fills our Star Wars buckets that we need filled, because it reminds me of when I think of the dark times in a lot of ways, I think of the late 80s to 90s when it comes to Star Wars.
No, I'm just saying because
the dark times and
most people in the chat don't know Star Wars dark times.
No, they don't. They didn't feel that pain that we had. But also some great stuff came out of that time era when it comes to the books and the lore. It wasn't straight from Lucasfilm. It was the fans that took over and produced content with Lucasfilm's approval. But they produced some amazing content, and that's why we're calling 2024, since we are kind of in the dark times of Star Wars right now, Rise of the Fans. Because the fans are what keep Star Wars alive. That's what's kept Star Wars alive for almost 50 years now, which is impressive. You can't say that with a lot of other franchises, at least to the degree that people will go in creating more Star Wars content, fan films, fan fictions, music, everything. It still blows me away to this day. Yep. But that's why we're so excited to see everybody's talent this year in 2024 when it comes to Star Wars. So thank you, everybody, for submitting that. Don't forget, if you want to submit more, stayontarget.contact@gmail.com, and you might be shown on the show. But yeah, so the next thing here, though, with the talent, when it comes to talent and the fans, is a new, what would you call it? A new fan film dropped, but it was in Clone Wars animation. It was called
Pretty sick, nasty,
Battle
bro.
of the Heroes. Yep. And it was a Star Wars fan animation. Basically fan reimagining of Anakin and Obi-Wan's duel on Mustafar by Hello There Productions. I did want to get that out there for
there.
But absolutely amazing. I mean, what do you guys think of this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pull it up. We can maybe watch some screenshots, or I'll mute it. The problem is it's real Star Wars music, I think. So
yeah, we can't.
We got to be careful to some degree.
Maybe more images than anything.
Yep.
But
I'll link to it so they can watch it in full, maybe after.
Yeah, watch it afterwards. Definitely go watch it afterwards. This is definitely worthy of watching. It made me want to rewatch the Mustafar fight between Obi-Wan and Anakin in the movie and compare, because I think they added a few things in from what I could remember. And I really loved that they did the animation style. Plus, they merged in the Clone Wars actors. Voice
looked
over
exactly like Clone Wars.
Yeah, it did. Which you know a lot about Clone Wars.
It was like that.
Yeah, no, Matt knows all about Clone Wars.
I know
he ain't messing
everything,
around.
don't I?
That was probably one of your favorite. Was that one of your favorite series, or was it
Yes.
was Rebels?
No, it was Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, yeah.
How
'Cause
did
they got
it?
dark?
Because I
What was
like
the opening
Anakin.
scene to the series?
The first episode was with Yoda.
Okay, nice.
Yoda!
Good job. Good job.
With those 3 troopers, and they were going. Wasn't that the first episode?
Well,
And they
technically,
were
there's
going-
the movie, but
Oh, we're talking the movie.
but no, I know what
I
you're
don't
saying.
remember
But
what the
that is one of
opening
the
was.
first episodes. Is
I haven't
with
seen the
Yoda.
movie in years.
I know, right? The Clone Wars movie.
Yeah.
Well, there's the Clone Wars animated movie.
Right,
That's
yeah,
the one.
yeah,
Yeah. Which that's like a battle.
I watched that when I was in middle school or something before I knew anything about Star Wars.
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
watched it.
But then you caught up on Clone Wars later, and you really like this animation style. This is the animation style you don't mind. You don't love
I
anime,
don't mind. I don't like anime like the other stuff.
which is
But I don't
blasphemy.
mind animated.
I'm just saying, anime, not like anime is blasphemy to me, but you are entitled to your opinion.
Sorry.
No,
Too bad.
okay. Some people, it doesn't fit everybody's taste. That's
Yeah.
okay.
All right, here's Battle of the Heroes.
Nice.
Not all of it, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's just you can see the animation style. It's look at those flames in
Look at those
animation.
flames,
Look at
baby.
those
Crispy
embers.
flames.
Crispy embers.
Embers.
I like how they
Embers.
started it even with
A fire?
unused. So this was unfinished episodes of the Clone Wars,
Right.
the animated series.
Yeah.
And they actually finished the animation on it.
I think Inyaki was talking about having
Right,
seen it.
careful on how much you play there, but
Yeah, okay, I can freeze it maybe.
yeah, just freeze
Scan
it.
through.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that looks good. Looks really good.
and
Very
even how they
artsy.
bring up Ahsoka and how he's dealing with it, it really shows a little bit more of him turning to the dark side here, which is a perfect parallel
Yep.
going into the next scene with him on Mustafar.
Right, boom. No, it's dark. Yeah.
Which is, what would be crazy is if they were already planning on doing this, like Lucasfilm, and the fans beat them to the punch. Can you imagine if Dave Filoni sits at home and he sees this pop up and he's like, darn it.
Exactly.
Dang
I mean, if
dude.
Dave Filoni wants to know what the fans, want and like, you know what I mean? Like,
Nothing they've produced.
yeah. I mean, this is, gives them tips, like just get a pulse on Star Wars fandom, stuff like this.
Well, and it just harkens back to like, this is a carbon copy really of.
You got the whole fight.
Yeah, of the. Was that
movie.
actually? I want to know if that fight was, or that move was actually in the movie.
You're gonna have to watch the movie now.
I know. I want to watch it side by side. That's what we're gonna have to do.
I'm sure somebody will.
Outside where the fight was.
Yeah, but
That was.
it just kind of points to the fact that people are craving more OG original George Lucas
Yeah.
content, or at least George Lucas inspired more so. Original, because George Lucas came out with this, obviously, and the movie, and then he also did the Clone Wars. He was the brainchild behind the Clone Wars, and and he worked with Dave on it. It was not all Dave's ideas. Dave had some ideas in there, but it was George Lucas's brainchild still, and Dave Filoni just ran with that. So combining those two is a recipe for success, and is why this has gotten 1.3 million views already.
It's 2 million.
Oh, it's at 2 million.
Almost 2 million. 1.9.
Almost 2 million. Sorry.
Yeah. In what, 4 days or whatever?
Yeah,
5
like
days?
4 days.
Sound designers. So here's the credits down here. Animated by Ben Johnson.
Is it one dude who animated this
That's
entire
what this
thing?
says. It took him 17 years. Since the movie came out in 2005, he's been animating it.
Wait, what?
I'm just guessing.
I mean, no, because the Clone Wars.
Ask Hannah and Night Sky how long this would take to animate. I mean, they're using maybe some computer programming and stuff, but still, I don't care. This is a long animation, 15 minutes, recreating this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
all
a
the
lot.
backgrounds.
He did the whole thing. Like,
the whole plot.
Icy
thing.
has watched it and said some new stuff was added to this animation that wasn't in the movie.
I thought so, which I
yeah.
liked, and I'm fine with that, especially for the fact that this plays all as one sequence, whereas in the movie you're cutting back and forth between like space battle, I think, or no, is it the entire?
I don't know. They're saying there's actual music from all of the Revenge of the Sith, but there's additional scoring. It looks like that they did. Score producer, re-recording mixer, consultant, re-recording mixer. So I mean, there's a lot of work went into this. It's not just AI.
No.
Maybe some of it is, but no, I'm kidding. I think this was done before AI was like legit.
Yeah, he'd been working on this for years before. I
Had
think
to
he
be.
said.
Maybe. Yeah. I want to see kind of a behind the scenes. Does Hello There have like a behind the scenes?
I don't know. I haven't looked into that yet.
The problem is like not problem, but this looks like pretty much exactly like the movie. I mean, maybe they just literally hand stencil over the other frames, but
yeah. What's everybody's take in the chat if they've seen it or not?
yeah,
They did change this up with her as well too. Yeah,
That's true.
Padme.
They give you a couple of extra bits, right?
Yeah, which I'm totally fine with because it doesn't take away from what was there. They honor what's there and they bring it to you in a totally different way.
So it's not stealing when they're honoring this.
Well, because it's in a totally different like, medium.
Saying?
You know what I mean?
Nothing. No, it's really good.
What do you mean? Is that stealing? What are you
She's
saying?
talking about her line, her
shade that you
tagline.
guys
Did you
always
steal
give me.
something?
Oh.
You guys always say,
Did you eat a turtle?
No.
Did you eat a turtle? I see what you're saying.
Definitely.
But
Yeah.
no, because we have never seen it in Clone Wars style animation,
sure.
which I think is really cool because so many people
Yeah.
love Clone Wars. And it kind of caps off Clone Wars because we've gotten every scene almost around this in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But not this scene, which obviously they couldn't do it because it was too dark. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? For kids, for TVY7 or whatever it
Yes,
was.
very dark.
But yeah, super good. I really enjoyed it. And I like that they added in a little bit. Took a little bit of creative liberty. Kind of reminded me of that scene, like scene 38 or something like that, where they redid Darth Vader and Obi-Wan's fight in episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really, I liked how they did that too. They did a really good job. It's honoring what's already there and just expanding on it and making it just a little bit better. Maybe not better, but giving us a different take that we can appreciate and enjoy. So
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Clone Wars is still huge right now. That's why Ahsoka, the biggest episode of Ahsoka was whenever you got to see live action Clone Wars. That's the reverse that we need. We need live action Clone Wars now. They just seriously, if they just cherry picked some episodes from that and made those into movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Gold right there. You could show those in theaters and we'd all be blown away. So.
And you don't have to
like the arcs and stuff they had.
Yeah. You don't have to make it like super R rated or, I mean, you could still make it intense like Ahsoka. I don't know, because the way that, the blasters are, you just don't need because I mean, they showed a lot of PG-13 blood in, the sequels with fins, on his helmet and whatever. But, I guess there's a way to do it where it can still be gritty because we want grit.
Yeah.
Inuyaki says live action Captain Rex.
Yes, that's what we need.
So anyway, that's something we definitely want. But we're happy with this for now because it's cool to see what the fans can pull out and do, and this is why we review these types of things. And Drowning, of course, coming up, and Nick's stop motion, stopping his motion.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
No stopping all gas, says Hunter Davis.
Yep. And he also says he hits us with the super chat. Thanks, Hunter Davis. He's always keeping the lights on.
Should we thank him, though? I don't know. AI's
Someone seems salty.
Someone seems salty about this. Honoring only counts when it's good at AI checker.
Oh, my goodness.
Throwing some shade at the fact checker.
I'm not even going to respond.
Not even going to respond.
I mean, he has quality control, so he's got to call it where he sees it.
He can.
Yikes.
He does.
Oh,
No,
man.
no.
Sorry.
He'd call you out.
Protect the fact checker.
Right.
Protect the fact
Too late.
checker.
It's too late for that.
Late. It's too late. You've turned them against me.
Yeah.
You've done that yourself. Matt just looks at me in disgust.
Oh my goodness, that's so good! Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hunter, very much for doing that, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, we really loved that fan film. That was awesome. Again, fans are keeping it alive. And there's been some other fan films that have come out, and we're definitely going to watch some more and react to them and show them on our channel. We're excited to see more and maybe come out with some in the future of our own, potentially.
In the future of our own.
Future of our own.
The future of our own. Our own future.
It's our future.
It's our future.
And you own it.
AI's future.
And we own it. Despite the fact that AI is taking over the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get out of here.
We own the future.
We own the future.
I don't know. AI is not even taking over the room. You guys don't listen.
We are the Senate.
You guys don't listen.
Just kidding.
All right, but we're going to move on to another main talking point of tonight's show is Star Wars 2024, baby. We got some stuff coming out in 2024. Not a lot. We're not sure about a lot of it either. But we're going to talk about it right now, and we're going to speculate as to what we think might be some of the best, might be some of the worst. We're not sure, but we're going to talk about it right about now. All right, so
Stinger, Dustin.
Oh yeah, if you got a stinger.
HoloNet news.
Always.
Oh yeah.
Everything's under control. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
How are you?
How are
I love
you?
it. I use that line all the time.
Really?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine here. How are you?
How you doing, guys?
I'm fine here. I love it.
It just works.
All right, so starting off Star Wars 2024, we got the Acolyte. Apparently, I think the Acolyte's going to be dropping first. I think it's either the Acolyte or Skeleton Crew. Neither of them have been, the dates have not been released. But, yeah, the Acolyte's going to be set in the High Republic. It's live action. It's been described as a Jedi fest, which means there's going to be a lot of Jedi in it. It's set 100 years before the Phantom Menace, which is kind of weird, but it's going to be told from the dark side user perspective. There's going to be, it's basically going to be how the Sith infiltrated the Jedi Order. It's going to be a mystery thriller with twins, and it's 8 episodes long. That's just the quick rundown of the show of what we know so far. So it's estimated to come out either summer or beyond, basically from summer to the end of the year, unless they push it back, which who knows, they might. But what do you guys think about this? Are you guys excited about this or what?
The way they describe it, it sounds kind of cool, but I don't know if it's actually going to be good.
Yeah, so
I like the aspect of like seeing it from a different point of view.
Right.
From the Sith side of things, but I don't know if it'll actually be good or not.
Right. Yeah, that's That's the question.
That's the real question.
I don't have the answer for you.
Tell me the answer, Matt. No, yeah, and the other thing we got to remember too is the director or creator is I just lost her name. I should have written it down. Fact checker. This
I'll
is
look it
where I
up.
am.
It's a confusing name to say.
Leslie Headland is actually
nice. Good job.
the creator of this
Leslie.
one. And
Calm down. Over
got an
there.
interesting past there.
Really?
Okay.
Okay. I'm thinking of the one that was doing the Ray movie. Sorry.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Which we might talk about here in a little bit too. but-
Ray.
Yeah, that was some
Look
news
out.
that dropped recently on
Ray.
You want to hit it right now? Do you want to touch on that right now?
No, stay focused. Stay on
Wait.
target. Oh,
Yeah,
what
we're,
does Dan say?
no, I just said we're on the Acolyte and we're thinking about Ray and we're thinking about all the other future things that Kathleen Kennedy has her paws in. Is that what it is? Is that the
So-
problem?
Yeah, so I don't know. This one, I'm really nervous about this one. I think this one's gonna be a train wreck, to be honest.
You're talking about
the Acolyte,
the Acolyte.
and the Ray movie's gonna be a train wreck too.
But it has potential, like Inuyaki, Darth Tenebrous, Darth Plagueis vibes for Acolyte. Anyone? Could you get that kind of cool stuff in there? No,
I don't know.
Really?
I mean, who's really? I mean, the only thing that I've really seen that comes close to being cool in the High Republic is Jedi Survivor, and I haven't even finished that, but I'm going
I
to.
haven't either.
That's
And
your,
it's going to be epic. If Nick was here, he'd be yelling at me.
that's
He's
your
yelling at
resolution
us.
for 2024.
Yeah, resolution 2024.
Yeah, we
Finish the
voted.
game.
We voted, Matt, that was the best story of 2024,
Yeah.
based on what Nick said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we haven't actually
Literally
seen
better
it.
than everything else, and we hadn't even seen it.
So we're trusting Nick, but everybody in the chat that played it said the same
They
thing.
agreed,
They're
yeah.
they're like overwhelmingly the best story of anything that came out in 23. You know, beating out Mando, beating out Ahsoka, and stuff.
Yeah, and I did see recently that Mando was still the highest watched, newer content or whatever in
Oh, okay.
2023. So,
Star Wars content in 2023 or all content?
I think it was streaming content.
Streaming
I wanna
content,
say.
okay.
That Mando still topped the numbers
good
on
enough
that.
for that.
I think Ahsoka was like 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was down there, or 6 or 8. I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Anyway, getting off topic. But yeah, so it could be interesting. You know, if it was being directed by almost anybody else, I think I would be more excited. It's more the behind the scenes stuff that has me nervous. Also, if you watch some of the interviews with the characters of that are supposed to be some of the main characters, it's got me nervous just because they're more talking about agendas than they are actual story. So I'm worried that's going to
don't
be
want
more
that.
like agenda pushing than it is going to be actually good
Ain't
story.
nobody
Which
want
is
that
what Disney
crap.
Star Wars
Right.
has been almost this entire time.
Right. If they come
So-
out swinging like that, like leaning in on that side of Star Wars or I guess that side of Lucasfilm, that's not what Star Wars fans want.
right.
Star Wars fans just want a good story, and they want all the other ingredients that we showed last week. you know, and even just, they might weave something in like that, but why does it have to destroy the potential quality for the story? It doesn't.
Right.
We just want a good Star Wars story that ties to the things that we know and love, not destroys the things that we know and love in Star Wars. It's
Exactly.
not that complicated, actually. It's
We
just,
broke it down before.
and you can if you don't, but then once you start injecting all the agenda-y stuff, like overwhelmingly,
Yeah.
it just like you can't even judge it on its own merit, because you're like, well, you could tell they weren't allowed to do this thing because of that, and they weren't allowed to do this other thing because of that. So it's like, just give us a solid story that plays out. And if it fits into some agenda, I mean, that's what art is, right? We can interpret what we want out of it. Don't force feed or
Yeah.
pander, as KG said. And so did, who was the other funny, they just made fun of the Pandaverse.
Oh, yeah.
South Park?
South
Yeah,
Park.
South
Yeah,
Park.
they
South
totally
Park.
wrecked
Let South
it,
Park
which is
do the
hilarious.
Pandaverse, and let us Star Wars fans just determine whether or not it's actually a good story, because it can be done. And even if it's in the old High Republic time, just when you say the words High Republic, because we know of all the groundwork that they've laid for that, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, because
Other than
when they announced the High Republic, like the trailer for the series of the High Republic, they had all these things written on a whiteboard, and it was all agendas that they circled.
Yeah.
And you're like, what about the story? I don't even think the story was circled. I
Right.
don't know. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Terrible way to start. No, just bad. Also, it's 100 years before. You think they would go like 500, like 1,000 years before?
But
I'm like,
they
how
don't-
are
Well, then
they
you can
gonna
say
weave
one
it?
Hondo. It's
I
it-
do
it
like one
fits.
Hondo.
Here's the thing, like if they do High Republic, it's kind of early enough and touching up until the prequels, maybe it touches into some of that.
Yeah, they better not screw it up.
Right, but if they go back 1,000, now you're talking like Yoda. Maybe that's Plagueis. Maybe that's something. You know what I mean? So at least they're not going and messing all that jazz up.
Yeah,
Like,
I
are we
mean-
ever going to get like a true Yoda story, like prequel, any kind of era, where maybe 1,000 years ago it was nothing but Yodas, and they were the only Force sensitive beings, and et cetera, and it went down the line for I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Right.
could do. That's how you start the story of the Force or whatever with
Yeah.
Yoda.
I don't trust anybody with the starting of the. I say never, ever, ever explore the origins of the Force. That's
Yeah.
my personal
Unless
opinion.
it's George.
Unless it's George. But even still, when you explain away a lot of this stuff, it takes away a lot of the magic of it. And it's just unnecessary in some ways. So, yeah,
Well, you're right. It's like a magician. You're like, oh, that was a really cool magic trick.
right.
I really like this magician. He does some cool stuff, and then he shows you how it's
How
done.
it's done. You're
like,
like, oh,
Oh, that's not cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could have done that.
Right.
So then you're like, never mind. It's not a good magician anymore.
exactly. The only other thing, I mean, I'm excited to see more Jedi. That's cool. That like if they actually pull off like good Jedi fights, and if they pull off a good story, you know, I will praise it. If it's good, we will definitely give it the credit
Oh, we will.
it is due. And if it's amazing, we will definitely say that. I just with everything that's gone on in Star Wars, I am just. I don't know. I'm just not ready for it in some ways. I've lost some hope in it with everything surrounding it.
Yeah.
The agenda pushing and all that stuff. It's just, it has a bad taste in my mouth.
Right.
So maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe I'll go in so low again. But you know what? I thought that with Ahsoka, and Ahsoka delivered on how bad it was for me. I'm just saying.
Except for a few episodes in the middle.
Except for a few episodes. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be
Yeah,
negative.
because did you watch the recap? You guys were pretty excited about
You
some of those
loved
episodes,
it.
and you were definitely
love it.
excited. You know, it's interesting watching all the Mandalorian back
Yeah.
because you guys were so excited for the first. It was right
like
up
the
until first 4 episodes
because
of
we thought
Mandalorian. No,
something more
no,
would
first
end up
3 or
happening.
4 episodes. And then as
Yeah.
soon as the creature and the watch, as soon as we started following the watch, is it the what they're called?
No, Death Watch?
No,
They're
the
not
watch.
Death
The people that he like the faction
the
that
clan or the
clan. You know what I'm saying? That he
the
Yeah, I know what you're
faction,
talking
yeah.
about.
Anyways,
yeah,
as soon as they started following those people, then that's when it all started falling apart. Because then they were like, "Why couldn't they defend that little boy?
Yeah.
And how come Bo was leading them to find, you know, the little kid and that whole
Yeah.
tale?" And then Carson shows up and he's like,
It
"We
was-
don't have any ships," and then it just fell apart. So it was almost like the first half of that season was really good, actually, or it had potential
yeah. So the
because
moments
they got bathed in the.
yeah, the
But
moments I
anyway.
was excited about though was like the look of it and
Yeah.
like the way they pulled off some of the action sequences and stuff like that. There was some interesting story peppered in there. They just didn't deliver on any of it. That was part of the problem I had.
That was the beginning.
And it
where
was
they
like-
thought they were going to do stories on it, and then they never actually did anything with it hardly
Yeah.
or
Right.
whatever. So then by the time it meant nothing.
Right. And that's kind of what Ahsoka was for me in some ways too. They kind of followed that same path. And I liked Ahsoka beginning, the beginning of Ahsoka less than I liked the beginning of Mando. Like Mando,
Yeah.
at least like the beginning of it wasn't bad. Like it still felt like the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
But then they started diverging from the Mandalorian, and it turned into like the Mandalorian's just a side
Mishmashed.
character. Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, what are you doing here?
I mean, but
anyway.
then we like there were good parts, and there were actually good parts of Ahsoka, is what
Right.
she's saying.
Right.
But then it still like everybody, even in the chat right now, as I'm looking, they're kind of like, yeah, we still love Din Djarin, we still love a lot of these
Rogue-
characters, and we
Yeah.
want to see
Yeah.
them do well. And they like the Bad Batch. So Iñaki says new season's a Bad Batch. Tales of the Jedi will be good to watch this year.
I'm still
Tales
most.
of
It's
the
just
Jedi
the
is
rest
only
of it.
thing I'm excited
I think
for.
all Star Wars fans are just like they have a level of trepidation going into
Yeah.
any new show because you're like, what are we going to get? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be good for 2 episodes and then just fall off a cliff? You know, the trailers have to be good, and the trailers so far they haven't had an Acolyte trailer, or maybe they had like one, right?
I think they showed it
Teaser?
at the
Star Wars
Star
Celebration.
Wars Celebration. I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
So I mean, it's you know, Ellie said that she read some of the High Republic books, and they were all female. All the lead characters were female.
Yeah, and that's the other thing with the Acolytes, all going to be girl power, which, again,
it's not
necessarily
right.
a bad thing.
It's
just
different.
the way that Kathleen Kennedy's doing it. I mean, the Force is female. Everything's got to be a female lead, strong female lead. And they don't end up developing the characters. That's the problem. Yeah. And whenever you come at that with everything, it just kind of leads. I don't know. Where's the actual diversity in that? You know what I mean? If it's all still one sex, then
exactly. It's hard to.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I think it's funny. Then we get fan films like Battle of the Heroes, and it's the strong male characters that people are gravitating towards still to this day. And some of the others aren't as popular.
I'd say even with that one though, that's just because it's what we grew up with and we know and we love. So it's familiar.
For sure.
I'm not saying, because I do think that a good developed female character could be an amazing story, and I don't have a problem with that. I just want them to still be a girl.
Don't agendize the girl character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By making her perfect or whatever.
Yeah, and don't try to make the girl a man. That's the other thing.
Right.
Like,
why can't a girl be a girl?
Yeah, let her be a girl and still be awesome, amazing, and do cool things, but also learn something along the way. Give us a story. Give us something that we can
just like
attach
any human,
to.
Princess Leia is a good example. That's pretty much the model character.
Yeah,
could be a model character for.
I'd say Ripley from Alien.
Right,
she's still a girl, but a strong female character that we like.
Padme was kind of in that vein, right? She was a strong girl character.
Yeah,
Leia.
She was, but she still, made mistakes, but learned from those mistakes.
Oh yeah, she completely accepted Anakin after he told her that he murdered the children.
Right.
She made mistakes.
Well, and it was realistic though, because she fell in love.
Right.
Love is a real thing. I don't know if Disney Star Wars knows that.
That's just it. And Leia fell in love with Han, or at least enough to.
Maybe that's the problem with Lucasfilm. Like, nobody was loved enough who's working at Lucasfilm.
You're absolutely right.
They're missing love. That's what Star Wars is missing. It's missing love for the original Star Wars characters. It's missing love in the stories. Instead, it's all love for agendas. That's all they have now.
That's what they love. If you've never been loved, how are you supposed to tell a story about love?
Exactly. Boom. That's what we need. But getting back to
better to have loved than and lost than never have loved at all.
Right?
I don't know.
Better that. Oh, never mind. We're not gonna go on. Okay. All right. But yeah. So Acolyte, I think we can all say we're very. I don't know. I'm hesitant. The only other like saving grace at some point is Jonas Suetamo, who is
Chewbacca.
Who played Chewbacca, is going to be a Wookiee Jedi. I don't know how they're going to pull that off. But if they do that well, that will probably be my favorite part of the entire thing. If they do it well.
It could be campy, but if they do it well.
That's the thing. The caveat there is if they do it well.
The other problem that still lies on all this is it's Disney Plus, and now we know what they give us on Disney Plus. Never mind the story. We know like the quality dippage and strange things.
Dippage.
Usually is involved in the acting and the script and the story.
Yeah,
and this has all been done before the writer's strike, so they haven't had any time to change anything.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. And it's
is still back.
It makes me nervous that they haven't put they haven't actually announced when it's coming out. Like that tells me in some ways that they're not confident in it either. That's the thing. And there's been so much behind the scenes stuff that's been kind of shady with it that I don't know. Like a lot of it was done over in Europe. But there was some weird financial stuff that they were looking into with it that higher ups in Disney had to come to Lucasfilm to take a look at the books.
Wow.
Type stuff.
Cooking the books.
It's rumor. Don't get me wrong, it's rumor, but it is there. So I don't know, weird stuff. Anyway, so I'm not too sure about the Acolyte. What'd you say, Matt? You're not too sure about it? Or you?
Yeah, it's just
in
theory it could be cool.
Yeah. That's a great point.
Yeah, I'm massively hesitant. As hesitant as I've been for anything released in the Disney Plus era. So take that for what it's worth. In the chat section, or do you want to say something, Fact Checker?
I do actually, speaking of chat, I do like what Ellie Blair said.
Speak your mind.
I like what Ellie Blair said here. She said, I'm a female. I exist. I don't try to be a girl boss. I just try to be the best version of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of, I mean, maybe you can talk to a more fact checker, AI fact checker. I mean, how do you
dear.
feel about
You're a
that?
female.
You're a
Thank
female.
you.
What do you think about?
You're a girl boss that tries to just be yourself.
I do. Sometimes
And then Nick
I get
rips
myself
on
in
you.
trouble. Yeah.
No,
but I learn from it and try not to repeat those silly things.
silly things.
Wait. So you're saying you can be a girl boss, but you can also make mistakes?
I think everyone can. Well, everyone
Not in the Disney
It's
universe.
possible.
everyone can make mistakes
Yeah.
and hopefully learn from it. I mean, if we're not doing that, then we're not human, or
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
just
we're
pretending
AI.
or something.
We're
and-
AI.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, no.
I'm not
'Cause
AI.
Circle
You learn
back.
and you grow so you can thrive,
There
right?
you go.
Quick-
Hey, call back.
All back.
I like it. Quick question though, fact
Uh-oh.
checker. Who
Okay.
is your favorite Star Wars female character?
I think I've said
Like, which one inspires you the most? Like, if you had to pick somebody that's inspiring. in Star
yeah,
Wars.
I think I've said Padme before, but you guys also likened me to Mothma
Yeah.
before. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
think either of those, I think is cool because they are strong
Padme's
female
great.
characters that, just like you said, they made mistakes, but they're still pretty awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And it's
Well-
nice to have a girl's opinion on
Fantastic.
the council. That's why we
That's
like having
why
you
we
here,
have
too.
the fact checker.
Well,
and
thank
she
you.
got a mic as of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, she did.
Right? It was like
think so.
2 years or 3 years of us being like, what? What did you say?
I just say fact checker.
We're
I was
like-
like trying to repeat
the,
everything you said.
the stream would go black. and it would be dead air for like,
I know I still have a love-hate relationship with the mic.
Yeah,
yeah,
That's
that's
okay.
true.
But I also wanted to add,
Yeah.
for strong female leads and characters and stories, we know Roll the Tape Studios is going to have it. They are going to deliver, and they are our hope. So
That's
very excited to see how they do it, and hopefully Star Wars, Disney, they can all learn from it.
100%.
One Hondo.
Drowning is going to have all the characters, and as KG said, I wish they could write, speaking of Disney, strong females without dragging the males down around
Yes,
her.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think Drowning is going to have all those ingredients. I don't
Yeah.
think I know. I'm so excited about what they can do.
Well, and Hannah said earlier that, they're going to have strong male characters too, because we need each other. We need
Yeah.
strong men and strong women. That's the way the world.
And they're going to work. They're going to work
Best.
well together. And then they got the droid. That's come on. Why'd you
Yeah,
blow up their
snail.
ship?
yeah.
The comedy.
Snail.
Right.
Good
Love
stuff.
it. Yeah, no.
so
So yeah, that's the Acolyte. The next one is going to be Skeleton Crew.
Good.
Shebang.
You know, for me, I'm more optimistic about this one, just for the fact that I think it could be a sleeper. It might be terrible, but I feel like it has the best chance of at least the live action shows, which there are only 2 of, coming out this year.
Real competitive.
That are going to be potentially good. Because the reason I say that is because it's by the director of who did No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home, which
Oh, nice.
Spider-Man No Way Home, he did such an amazing job bringing in all the Spider-Men into the same universe, and he like harkened back to their lore. He gave them all something incredible to do while still keeping the story like fresh and
Intact.
engaging, and he did such a good job in that movie. Just him doing that movie and then hopefully bringing that expertise and that honoring what's come before into this story. You know, if they actually allow him, that's the big caveat. I'm nervous because I'm wondering if they aren't pushing some of this back, Skeleton Crew, because it was supposed to come out end of last year, and they pushed it back. The only thing that's making me nervous about that is KK. I'm wondering if she's seen the final product and is like, not woke enough or not enough agenda. Let's push more. So they might be
ruin the
But
show.
Dave is
They
in
might-
there.
yeah.
Dave is in there now, right? He
Dave
can
is
help.
in there now.
Davey!
Maybe Davy
Yeah.
Jones can steer the ship better than
Yeah.
Kathleen.
I don't know.
Because Kathleen has not won Disney any money.
No.
She
They
has
like
lost
to claim
them.
that they have because
She's
the
given
first
them a
couple
lot of
movies were
write-offs.
successful, but it was diminishing returns.
But did you see that Disney, for the first time in a long time, got second place at the box office
Yeah.
in 2023 behind Paramount?
Yeah, I think it was like 10 years or something. It was a many years gap, which is crazy.
And actually, they made the only reason that they even came that close is because they had so many movies drop.
Yeah,
but they were almost all losses.
Yeah,
but just because
except for the ones that weren't produced or done by Disney, it was a lot of the Fox.
Right, the Fox
studio
ones did really well. Exactly, because they're and they had the hangover of 22 of The Way of Water, I guess, from Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar.
So they counted like a 500 million on that,
Right.
and it was some ridiculous. Like I think they only made like 4 billion or 3 billion, which is ridiculous money. But if you add up the actual movies that they talked about, Disney that they produced, like half of them lost money.
Yeah.
But because they still grossed 200 million, that's considered a lot of money in the total box office. But they still lost their money. So like. It's
crazy.
Ridiculous how much they spent to how much they returned. They did horrible. Disney did horrible. And Lucasfilm, being Indiana Jones, did not get them money. They lost money, right?
You'd think they'd pick up on this cue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think they would.
And the Mario movie, that was Paramount.
That was Paramount.
Or was the same sub-brand or whatever.
Yeah. They did a lot of good stuff. I know. I've been more excited for mostly anything other than Disney in a lot of ways. I mean, there's still some flops out there other than that, but that's a great point.
It's just interesting.
But yeah, Skeleton Crew though, it's also got Jude Law, which I like Jude Law. He's Zach Checker really likes
funny.
Jude Law.
He's funny.
He's
really
funny.
likes Jude Law.
Oh my goodness.
Really
Jude
into
Law,
Jude Law.
Jude Law played like a perfect Watson in
Sherlock.
Downey Jr. Yeah.
They were a good pair.
They're a really funny pair. And he's just a great actor.
Yeah.
Jude Law he's got range, but he pulls off the comedy, but serious comedy.
Yeah, yeah. He might not be the best human or best person out there, but he can be a good actor.
Yeah.
Terrible person.
Well, I mean, every actor has its flaws.
Every person has their flaws,
Every person has their flaws.
Unless
you're the AI fact checker.
And then
Is
you're
that where
saying,
going?
and then you're saying I'm perfect. I get 2 wins tonight.
Or were you talking about yourself?
Oh,
man?
dang it.
Yes, I think Pia. I think you're right. Barbie, I think, and Oppenheimer were both Paramount as well, because Paramount got what's his name away from Warner Brothers, right? Because I think
are you talking about the director?
Nolan, Christopher Nolan? I think he left. He was always with Warner Brothers,
and
then he's like, "Nope, I'm going to Paramount for this one," and they made tons of money, so that helped.
whoa, dude.
But yeah, but the story of Skeleton Crew follows a group of kids who find themselves lost in the vastness of the galaxy trying to find their way home, which is funny because it's Spider-Man No Way Home director John Watts. But they like to hearken it to kind of almost like a Goonies in space in Star Wars, which makes me think that like Jude Law might be more like the older brother in the Goonies.
Is funny.
And Goonies is a good movie. That's like a fun action movie. It's a coming of age movie, which in some ways, which is classic.
Is that
like
an
80s? It's an 80s
movie?
film. Yeah, it's a good movie. Have you seen Goonies, Dan?
Yeah.
Have you? Don't lie to me.
Oh no,
Don't be lying to him.
I've seen it. You don't want to know my opinion of it.
You don't
but-
like Goonies?
I mean, now you know I don't like it.
What?
Hunter, we're on the same page. Thank you.
What? You guys? What? Why? No, tell me right now.
Oh,
It's
no.
just, I mean, it's kind of funny.
Kind of funny.
That older brother's a jerk. He makes me mad.
That's
But
what
no,
older
it's
brothers
character
are.
growth.
I bet
though.
you were a jerk.
Nah.
It's character growth.
I did tease Dustin. I mean, I woke him
did.
up on Saturday morning. I'm like, it's time to go to school.
You totally did that to me. No. That wasn't on Saturday morning. That was on Friday night.
Wait, what?
That's true.
No,
That's
no.
true. Yeah. You're right. You
So
fell
what-
asleep.
All right, we're
You're
gonna
so
tell the story if you want to bring this up. No,
confused.
it was like I don't think I was feeling good or something. I don't even remember. But I went to bed earlier than Dan because I was a lot younger at the time.
Yeah,
for
you're like-
when the time era was. So
20 years younger.
no, not that much younger.
The gap's
But-
closed with age.
No, so I go to bed and apparently I'd actually fallen asleep, and it's evening time, so it's that time frame where it looks like it could be morning,
Right.
could be
It's
evening,
dusk.
it's dusk, Dawn, whatever
But
looks
it could
similar.
be Dawn.
Yeah, so then Dan takes it upon himself. It's like an hour after I've fallen asleep, or 2. I don't even remember.
Well, because in the summertime where we live, the light stays out till like basically 11.
Yeah.
So you probably went to bed at a normal child bedtime at like 9 or something.
Tatooine at that point.
Yes, Tatooine.
Yeah, but the 2 sons.
Yeah.
But then Dan comes in and wakes me up at like whatever time it was, 10 or something, and it's dusk, you're dawn, and he's like, Dusty, you're late for school. He's like, you better hurry up, get ready. I was like, oh, what? And I'm like totally drowsy because I've only had like 2 hours of sleep or an hour of sleep. And he wakes me up, so I'm like getting dressed as fast as I can, like freaking out. I like throw on my backpack, and I think I run downstairs.
No. You didn't run down.
Did I not? Did you tell me before I got downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, because you probably didn't want to get in trouble from mom and dad.
Right. They'd be like, what are you doing?
I see your point. I thought I got downstairs, but apparently not. You told me before I left the room. Okay.
You were loopy. Actually, if you want to know the real story.
This is my like fever dream state
right.
I was in.
You're close. You're very close. Okay. Actually, I was coming to go to sleep too, or whatever. It was like 11 or something. And then you actually woke up on your own and you asked me like,
oh really?
You actually initiated the conversation.
I made that sound a lot worse. Sorry.
No. But that's why it's funny because you remember it. I was telling
I totally
you.
Remember it differently.
No, you initiated it and I just completely went along with it. I was like.
That's even funnier, actually.
Yes,
I thought you woke me up. That's even better.
I thought you were kidding.
It.
I thought you were totally kidding when I came in there. I was like, because you're like, oh, shoot, am I late for school? And I was like, what? Because you would fall asleep and sleep like really heavy. And I was like, yeah, you are late for school. And so then you started, and then I was like, well, what's he going to do next? And you're like, oh man. And you got out of bed. You started like getting dressed and stuff.
What's he going to do next?
Just laughing. It was just entertaining the whole time.
So you're not a bully.
I mean, so Dan was not. I totally painted that picture.
I didn't
totally
actually
wrong.
wake him up, but I definitely didn't like. I could have just said no. It's like only 11:30.
No, in that situation, I would have done the exact same thing.
It was
to be honest,
so funny.
I would have done the exact same thing. That is hilarious.
And maybe someday to your niños.
Yeah, maybe my kids, I might do the same thing.
Because you know how kids are when they're like half awake, half asleep. They're like very loopy. They don't. They're very confused, and that's exactly what happened to you.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious! Wow. I like how we just had totally 2 different stories of that too. But
yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, that's hilarious. All right, well, how do we get here from that?
Goonies. I don't like. Big Brother's mean. Yeah. I'm not mean, but Goonies. It's not the worst, but I would be okay with that same feeling. I guess what I'm leaning in is the way that John Watts did of No Way Home. I really like that movie, and the feeling of those kids on the bus, and as they're traveling in Europe. Wasn't that the one where they traveled like England?
No. That's this is there in New York.
Oh, Far From Home is that one. No Way Home is the first one with Vulture.
No, that's Homecoming.
Oh my
No
goodness.
Way Home is with all the Spider-Man.
No Way Home is
the best one.
Oh, that's the best one.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's got everybody then. And the way that he handled all of that
that's what I'm saying.
Was unbelievably solid, including, Mary Jane and including his best friend and the cell phone guy and like put all those characters together. Like he just handled it beautifully.
The guy in the chair. That's what he calls
Is that what it was? Okay,
yeah. The chair.
Solid movie.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. And that's why that's why I'm most excited because he pitched this idea actually to Jon Favreau whenever they were working on Marvel stuff together. So on No Way Home. So I like the fact that it's a Jon Favreau and John Watts collaboration type deal, and that he did such a good job on No Way Home that it's got me excited. It's got a great actor. Being Jude Law, he's funny. He definitely has the comedic timing and could pull things off, make it serious. And with a Goonies feel, I don't know. For me, like that fun 80s nostalgia feel, not that you have to lean into nostalgia, but it still fits kind of with the time era, closer to the 70s, I guess. Not exactly the 70s, but it fits that, I don't know. I want that feel again. I want that fun, like adventure story, and I feel like this movie could actually, or a show could actually give us like a fun adventure again that we could actually get into and get excited, and like the characters, there might actually be a love story there. There's a love story in Goonies.
That would be nice.
It could be great. There could be sloth.
Yeah.
Instead of snail, it's sloth.
I mean, it's an adventure movie, right? From what I remember, and it's got the scary
pirate
guy.
adventure, man.
Yeah, pirate. Yeah. And the guys, I think the thing that I don't care for in those types of movies, I don't know what it is, but like
Gavin,
the 80s just loved like over the top potty humor, and it just like they leaned on it too much for me. I'm just like, grow up. Like, I guess to some degree. I don't know. It just maybe it's just the 80s film look. It drives me crazy.
Maybe you should grow down.
What?
Dan.
I'm sick and tired of the 80s like bleh, like poop color.
No, the reason I go back to the 80s is because it was popping and vibrant. There's a lot of colors.
Not the
80s.
film. The film grain like that. What was that filmed on? Like
Because it's not
dirt
4K.
Film?
That's the problem. Basically, it's not
Thankfully,
4K for
in
Dan.
2020, we got 4K beauty.
Oh.
Get rid of that film. Although, see, I added some glimmer glass on beautiful 4K camera.
exactly. Yeah, you were literally saying the opposite of that earlier
really
before
ironic.
the show.
I'm just saying, I like the depth of
You
color.
contradict yourself.
All of the 80s worlds are taken, like, they're all filmed on a cloudy day. Like, why is it always cloudy in the 80s? Come on.
Well, it's part
The
of the
sun didn't exist yet.
That's true. Like, so put some brown clothes on and walk across our brown carpet
No.
into our brown car and
Well,
walk
that's
in the
just the
muddy
80s.
field.
No. That's
Yeah,
like
it is the
70s
80s.
leftovers in the
Yes.
80s for like
Okay.
the gritty 80 movies, but like 80s is popping, yo.
I mean, it can be, but not that movie. Maybe I need to watch it again. It's been 7 years.
You need to
It's
watch
been 7
that,
years.
Dude, you need to watch that movie again. I
7
think
years,
you'll
yeah.
like it.
I can take
I need to watch it.
a taste of
Watch
my own
it.
medicine. I can watch it again. It's
Watch,
been a
and watch
while.
it
That's
with
Dan's
your son too. I think he'd
resolution.
really enjoy it.
Oh,
too.
potty humor. Get out of here.
I feel like the last
It's not all
time.
potty humor.
I feel like the
They
last
swear
time
a
I
lot.
watched was when we went on vacation, and I watched it in the car.
It's a great movie.
Which
When you fell asleep.
Make
that
it
would have
better?
been 8 years ago.
Oh, so the 7-year rule applies to you too, Matt.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
I'm just like, you watch the 80s
Hunter's saying
movies.
he'll rewatch it too.
All right.
gotta
Yeah,
give it a
sounds
try.
good, Hunter. I'm just saying,
Everybody
like,
give it a try.
Just like thumb through like the 80s commercials. And it's just like everything's brown and muted and like they spilled mustard on everything. And
It's mostly because the film quality was not necessarily
Right.
what it is today.
except for like Indiana
But-
Jones and those types of high budget, like
Yeah,
they got the good
exactly.
film.
Star Wars,
I know Star Wars got the good film.
Return of the Jedi,
With the low budget movies, they got like dirt.
Indiana Jones.
No, Indiana Jones, those are good. Yeah.
It's very
got-
good.
You got so many movies in the 80s. Do
Early
not.
80s, early 80s. They're still coming off the glory of like
Die
film.
Hard, 89.
I didn't watch Die Hard.
Well, you need to die harder on this hill because I'm going to kick you off.
I
of
mean,
it.
technically, late 80s was The Princess Bride, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. That was
Wow.
cloudy.
You're going to contradict
Wow.
yourself.
But see, that's a
Yeah.
the more you
period
think
movie.
about
It's
it.
a period movie. It's not supposed to take place in the 80s where you got like, ooh, let me drive my Toyota Tercel across town.
Did you just pull out the most vague? What? What's a Toyota Tercel? Is that a real car?
It's a real car. Let me get
could've
my,
gone Ford
my
Fiesta or
brand new
something.
Ford Windstar and let's go cruising. And
Is that even
my
allowed in the 80s?
yeah, it was like 85 it came out. It was like the hip new vehicle. Like go out with your date in the Windstar.
No, Ford Pinto. That would have been the one you go with, right? In the 80s.
I could have been Ford Pinto, yeah.
Oh,
Blade
my
Runner, Tron. I haven't seen either of those.
Yeah, look, the chat is calling you out on this. There's a lot of epicness in the 80s.
Well, and in The Princess Bride, there are a lot of cloudy days, cloudy scenes.
Yeah, but it's a
so-
period movie, so I believe it. Because that's, what was that?
So only period movies can have cloudy days?
In the 80s.
He's sick and tired.
There's
of
an
cloudy days
algorithm.
in the 80s.
This is algorithm here, people.
Apparently. It's,
Hunter
it's
says, my
Dan's-
GoPro shoots better quality than those potato turds.
Oh my goodness.
It's Dan's
Yes.
algorithm. There's no understanding it, just like YouTube. and
Oh, man,
Google and-
sorry, you brought up the Goonies, and that epitomizes the look of the 80s potato turds, as Hunter
Well,
says.
half the time they're on it, like underground into like a cave looking for pirate treasure.
Even
Of course
worse,
it's not
because
gonna
there's no contrast now. You're just like muted film. Like there's no, where's my black levels? I want some
They have, like-
HDR content. here.
Oh my
They
goodness.
have like vibrant jackets on.
Oh.
What about
Got
Back to the
bombers,
Future,
dude.
dude? There's so much color in Back to the Future.
is a
That's
lot
an
of color in
epic
that one.
movie.
Except for wait, never mind.
Back to the Future.
Predator.
It's sci-fi,
the
so then it counts.
The
for Dan.
first one kind of works, but it also epitomizes some of the 80s. But what do they do in Back to the Future? They go to a different time era.
Oh my! Oh,
And the beauty of that
exactly.
is that anything can happen in the 50s now in the first one. The second one,
see,
take
so
it
our
or
movie's
leave it.
better in the 50s. There's more color.
Yeah, there's more color.
Oh my goodness.
There's more color or black and white. Give me It's a Wonderful Life in black and white, and I'll just take that to the bank.
They filmed all those on a cloudy day.
I mean,
So
it's
black
just,
and white.
then they're not trying so hard anymore, you know. I guess, you know, like film technology, and like George Lucas did a bunch of really good stuff after Star Wars and all of those movies, and he was inventing, but nobody else had access to that stuff. The only stuff that was good quality was what George Lucas was making with Lucasfilm.
Period piece movies, right?
And The Princess Bride. And then the 90s continued a lot of that garbage, but they started figuring out how to like light the scene with normal colors and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we've gone so far
I know.
off target.
Fight
here.
on target. I mean,
Skeleton Crew, Goonies can work.
Okay. What's
But
what's
it better
a
not
good-
look like it.
All right. All right.
I think we need to come back to this after Dan has watched. Everyone has
We definitely
rewatched
need
it.
to.
I'm gonna
And-
watch the Goonies. I'm
and
gonna
then we're gonna
react
get
to it. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah,
Do it
that'd be
and
great.
throw it up on the channel. Do it. That'd be absolutely hilarious.
do it.
Oh
Oh,
my
We're
goodness.
so off
fight.
target.
Hashtag fight on target.
Yeah, seriously. We need to have like film fights, like where we're like points to why they're good, why they're
Right.
bad.
And then Zarmoda said, "Oh my cow, Dan cracks me up. You all do."
Hunter says, "Yeah, I'll do it too, Dan. Yeah, sounds good, Hunter."
We get IZ, so yeah, we get.
My wife would love to watch that movie again and probably show our son and watch it with me.
Yes.
And
Perfect.
I'm just telling you,
Wait,
it's
does your wife love that movie?
yes.
Boom.
Wow.
I think
Good
so. I
taste.
think so. Fill me in. But
She's out there.
Rocky. Somebody else
She's
said
out
Rocky too. Oh, the librarian. Sorry.
Rocky.
I should know that. So librarian says Rocky.
There's a lot of good
Solid.
ones.
That's amazing.
I think Rocky was like 78.
There was a lot. What?
There's multiple
There's
Rocky.
multiple Rocky movies.
So they came
79 was Rocky 2 and 82 was Rocky 3.
There
Okay,
you go.
85 was Rocky 4
With a Russian, right?
with the Russian.
Yeah,
but see
that
now
was
when you
good.
go to
That's
Russia,
mid.
out. Russia. It changes
I mean,
everything.
everything's muted in Russia. Like it is cloudy in Russia. It's never any. It's like red and clouds.
Oh no,
Oh, my
Dan!
goodness.
I think you're
Did I just
wrong.
alienate a lot of people? I'm
Well,
so
yeah,
sorry.
but you also got your facts wrong on.
On what?
I mean, I don't think
preferences.
of Rocky 4 as being like the epitome. I mean, I love Rocky 4 actually of filmmaking, but like the look of it. Rocky though, 76, perfection.
yeah, Rocky is it.
70s.
Even though it's
Something
cloudy
like
a
that,
lot.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
how is
because
the
it's the
70s?
first one.
But the film, it's just the film that they used was better. It was
In
like
the 70s
it was
versus the
different.
80s?
Yeah, it was just different. Like the cheap film, because he had like $10 to make that movie, and he was like using. But the cheap film in the 70s was better than the cheap film in the 80s. It just looked better.
How?
I don't know, but it just
Okay.
maybe I
well,
need to watch it again.
Yeah,
It's
we
been 7
need to
years.
move on from this because, yeah, hashtag Doghouse on target from Skyline.
Hashtag Dodger Dan.
Dodger Dan.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wow, that was a tangent, but
That was something else, I tell you what. Who's there?
You never know what's gonna happen.
what's on first? Who's on second?
Back to the Star Wars.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be a great show potentially in Skeleton Crew. How do you feel about it, Matt? Give me your 2 cents before Dan goes off. You like Jude Law?
Has
You like
potential.
Jude Law?
I can't picture him.
Whoa.
What's he in that I know?
You saw the Sherlock Holmes movies, right, with Robert Downey Jr.?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay, here we'll look it up.
We'll look it up. We'll show you. He's a good actor. Just trust me on this.
Yeah.
Here's Jude Law.
There he is, right there.
The Holiday.
He's in the Holiday.
That's the one he's going to have seen? No, definitely
He was
not.
in the talented Mr. Ripley from 1999. Fantastic Beasts.
Sherlock Holmes. There's the Sherlock Holmes right there.
He's in Enemy of the Gates, which is actually a great World
He
War
doesn't
II
look
movie.
familiar.
He doesn't look very... You haven't seen Jude Law?
Interesting, Matt.
Oh, well. You might
How
be
many people in the
introduced to him.
chat have seen movies with Jude Law in it? I'm
Yeah,
curious
let us know
now.
in the chat. You guys like Jude Law?
Is he a name that you'd be
I
like,
could be
oh, I
good
gotta
now.
go see that movie? Or does he mean nothing to you?
Yeah, and we're going to ask, how many questions can you put up on a poll?
How many questions?
Or how many answers?
4.
Sorry.
4.
You want to do like for for shows?
Okay. the
Which one are
shows,
the most
yeah.
excited for?
Put up the Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, Bad Batch season 3, and Tales of the Jedi season 2.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are kind of the 4 shows
Right.
other than the Young Jedi Adventures.
Don't forget Young Jedi Adventures. I know,
Well,
Outlaws.
Listen here.
I know my answer is, but I guess I can't compete
Well,
because animation just has a higher chance of being
more
believable
successful.
or something, because I don't know. Bad Batch could be, but I'm still excited for the Bad Batch personally. Maybe you guys aren't. Are you guys not excited for Bad Batch?
Hang on, we're still in.
Are we still in Acolyte or
we're still in Skeleton Crew?
Are we still in the 80s?
You've derailed us so much. No, the Skeleton Crew. I just want to say a few more things, and then yes, we'll jump right into the Bad Batch season 3. But it is set in the Mandalorian time era, which I'm excited about. And there's rumors out there that we might see some cameos in it. Maybe Mandalorian, maybe Grogu, which would kind of compound it and could be really cool. It could be a really fun way to see things. It was supposed to come out in 2023, but it got pushed back. I said that. That's making me a little nervous, like I already said. And there's no official release date again, so there's a potential it might not come out this year. I'm really hoping it does. I think it will, but yeah. So I think it has more positives going for it than it does anything else. And I mean, again, coming off of what we've seen, that's not saying a lot. But at least for the live action shows, I have more faith in at least potentially having a fun time with this and not like looking away in disgust like I might with the Acolyte. So, or that will totally make me angry, like some shows we've gotten in the past. So
interesting. What were the 4 shows I needed to do? Acolyte, Skeleton Crew, Bad Batch 3,
season
Tales
3,
of
and
the
Tales
Jedi.
of the Jedi season 2. All right, so
season 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, season 2, which I thought they should have called it. Tales of the Sith or something like that. I think that
maybe they will.
Maybe they will. Yeah, we don't know. But let us know in the chat which one are you guys looking forward to most. We're going to keep going on here. So now let's jump to the Bad Batch season 3. Unless Dan, did you have anything else you want to talk about the 80s?
No, I'm way more excited about holes. I'm way more excited about Skeleton Crew than I am the Acolyte. And despite the Goonies reference. And
I should have picked a different reference.
Supposed to, no, but you've been saying it, but other people have been saying that too.
Right,
and it just makes me bleh every time I hear it. But I need to watch it again. It's been 7 years, so
I feel like there's other circumstances that maybe have made you not like that movie.
Probably.
More than
There
the movie
always
itself.
is other influences.
Because it depends on where you watch it, who you watch it with. Sometimes.
And what you're wearing.
I think I've watched it multiple times, but you may be right.
Put on
Just
your
saying,
best
that's why you
80s
got to give it a
outfit.
fair shake again.
What
one more
were you
time.
sitting on when you watched
There
it?
you go.
A very uncomfortable seat.
That might have been it.
It was
And
way
did
too
you
hot.
have good snacks?
We're gonna get you.
No, I've never watched it with a critical eye. It was
There you
like,
go.
but I was around people that were like, "This is the best movie ever.
See,
I love this movie.
So-
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it."
Oppositional
Dan
defiance.
is oppositional defiance.
No, and I watch it. I'm like,
So much.
they're like, "Ah, that part," and I'm like, it wasn't that funny. That
depends on
part.
Maybe Dan's just more mature than the rest of us.
And then the rest, and then
That's
and then it
true.
gets to another part that I'm like, that's funny, and they're like, "Who are you? Get out of here," because I didn't laugh at the right part.
So it was more who you were watching with and who hyped it up than it was, I think, the movie itself. You got to go back and give the movie a
I
fair
came in
shake.
excited, and maybe that's part of it. You know how people are like,
you
"This is
might
my
have been
favorite movie. You're gonna
overhyped.
love it." Yeah, you go to the movies and you're like, "Ooh, that was bad,"
Right.
because you come in with a different expectation.
It's like, yes.
yeah, when you're paying $20 for snacks
Right.
and tickets,
Right.
yeah,
This better be good.
$40.
Like, have you guys ever watched like a show or a movie with someone that you like absolutely loved, or the movie you loved, but you watched it
Like
with
the
somebody and
person
they
you
didn't
hate?
care about it at all, and it totally like kind of skewed your perspective, or not your perspective, but like depends on who you watch it with.
Put a negative spin on it.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
A cloud
Or,
on it.
like-
Put a cloud on it.
Like if you watch a movie in theaters and like when in funny parts people are like laughing out loud, does that not like actually enhance the movie going experience when people?
It does.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of the time, it's who you're with and who's around you. And some people like I absolutely love a movie, and I'll show it to somebody, and they're like, "This is the dumbest movie ever." I'm like, "Oh, what? What's wrong with you?" But it's like Sasquatch Gang.
Really
You can't
breaks
hype
your
up
heart.
Sasquatch Gang too much because it's a dumb movie.
Yeah.
It's not that great, but it's also hilarious and amazing to quote later.
And Dan likes it too. Dan, you like Sasquatch Gang?
Oh yeah, Sasquatch.
So
Gang's
maybe
great.
it's more like Sasquatch Gang,
That's
Dan.
the reference. There you go. The connection.
All right, we're going to get back to that.
Are they nerds?
Yeah.
Yes.
In the Goonies, yes. They're like outcasts.
Hence the name.
Goonies?
Goonies equals Outcasts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like the
They're the
Goobers or the
outcasts.
weirdos in some ways.
Yeah.
Well,
True story.
I definitely got that impression. but
Goonies means foolish or awkward. It's implied.
Foolish. I
Or
could see that.
awkward. Yeah.
Awkward,
I
maybe.
can see that.
See that.
All right. Well, let's move
go.
on. Bad Batch season 3. So it's the final season, potentially. Hooray! We don't know much about it. Is Tech alive?
We will find
spoilers.
out.
Sorry if you haven't seen season 2. They're Fennec Shan and Wolf are back. We will
Nice.
most likely get 16 episodes, and it's supposed to release sometime after spring. So now again, not much is known about this series other than where they left off with the cliffhanger in season 2. So for me in this one, I am like right in the middle because of how the rest of the seasons have been. It's basically just been kind of a meh. Like you get some real high highs, and you get some real lows. And So what about you, Matt, on this one?
Don't love it. Not that excited. If they made the crew, the Bad Batch,
right,
the way season 7 Bad Batch was of Clone Wars the whole time, and kicked out Omega, the show would be fantastic.
I agree.
Maybe she'll have grown.
Nope, don't care. She ruined it already.
He was totally expecting that question.
Dang it.
I was thinking
She
the
could
same
be
thing.
the best ever, and it would still be terrible.
Might still be
Oh,
terrible.
man.
Just
Yeah,
because
I
of
mean-
the taste she left in the last season.
100% agree with you there. Like we were just talking about this the other day. Like the music of the Bad Batch when it was not Omega was like dark and gritty, and the music of the Bad Batch originally is really good. It's heavy. Then all of a sudden you turn on and it'd be an episode with Sid, Feed, Omega, and the music would literally be boom, 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 boom. I'm like, this is not the
cartoon,
Bad
bro.
Batch. Like I could just stand in the other room and be like, it's gonna be trash. Because you could just hear the music coming and the tone that they set. They're like, all right, this one's for the 5-year-olds, and then they'd bring in Crosshair. And be like,
Crosshair.
oh snap! This one's gonna be
things
good.
get legit,
And the music was heavy and it was intense. And I don't mind some lightness in the Bad Batch because they're hilarious as a team. But I just want them to be a team and fight and work together without Omega.
Right. Dan's not a coming of age kind of movie guy. He's more of a.
We've already
Band
grown
of
up.
Brothers.
Yeah, we've already grown up.
That was the dichotomy of that show though. It was like goofy bumbling dummies in some part with Omega and the people around her and her infectious dumbness on everybody else. And then you got Crosshair on his own and you're like, this is Band of Brothers.
It's
like
one-
people are dying and like it's kind of terrifying.
It's one thing if it's set up to be that way, but it's not how they started.
Yeah, it's two totally different shows. Like what pick a theme here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
What are you going for?
But there are a lot of episodes, so I guess it's due to be a little different.
Is this
from...
16 episodes again? Do we know?
We don't know. They
Oh.
haven't said. It's possible. We're guessing that it's going to be 16 because the other two were 16. And there is a possibility that they might redeem themselves. I mean, if they're smart, they'll listen to the constructive criticism of what fans have given them and try and give us what we actually want. Which is, I actually do think a time jump with Omega getting older. I think what they're going to do, I think they're actually going to explore the Mount Tantus thing because they kind of left off on that.
Yeah, they might as well. They were there.
Yeah.
And maybe with like a clone war or like clone rebellion.
Okay, yeah.
Potentially,
Some
but
people in the chat are really excited about the clones. They just
Okay.
love the clones. So
Yes.
that's intriguing.
Yeah, you can't deny that. And what was going on with who's the guy that showed up in season 2 that disappeared all of a sudden? Remember that?
through the buffer zone.
All right, we're coming back online. It reminds me of that scene from Jurassic Park when they're bringing the park back online and the kid's still hanging on.
Oh, that's
yeah,
terrifying.
is it gonna happen?
Oh my god.
We're back.
Don't do that.
You don't
The
like? Do
doors
you not like
lock.
the kids in that movie? Do you like? Wait, when did Jurassic Park come out?
Oh,
I'll
that is
tell
a
you,
good question.
1992.
It was 92.
High quality colors. But
High
who produced the
quality
movie? Who
H2O.
produced it? Lucasfilm. They had the best film in the 80s and the 90s.
Oh my goodness.
And Steven Spielberg knows how to light a scene.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah, Steven Spielberg.
He was a
Which
good touch.
technically Spielberg
No brown
in the
film,
80s did
93. Thanks.
Nice. Yeah, fact check that.
nice.
Yeah. Well, that's your
No,
job.
but in the 80s,
No, I didn't do it.
Oh.
what's that movie I'm trying to think of?
I
E.T.
don't know. Oh.
in the 80s. Is there color enough in that for you, Dan?
E.T.
It's a stretch, but it's a sunny summer.
There's a lot of sunny
Arizona.
summeriness in that.
But again, who produced that film?
Yeah, I know, but it's still in the 80s.
But I said they had the best film, so they get a pass.
He did say that.
I don't think you're gonna.
There are
change
so
his
many
mind right now,
caveats
Dustin.
to this.
There aren't
did
that many
say that.
actually. It's Lucasfilm 80s movies. or bust. And high budget. You got to be high budget to get my dander up.
Dan's a snobbery taste in the 80s.
So just stop fighting this battle.
Because there's so
right now.
much cheap garbage from that era, like films and TV. Oh, it's just horrible.
There is. I will say there's a lot of garbage, but there is a lot of amazing stuff that like has defined generations.
Yeah,
And of
no
movies.
doubt. Princess Bride, best movie ever.
Yeah. Was that done by Steven Spielberg?
Nope.
Well, it's a period piece though, so that's the
That
only,
movie
that's
was
the
made
saving
by
grace.
all the other best people of that era. That was so good. They might have had Lucasfilm film on that one. I just got to check that out. Maybe
There's no
We got to
winning.
fact checked it.
I'm
There's no
telling
winning
you.
with Switzer Dan.
That was such a good movie.
Don't
I
you
just
need to talk
you
about
know,
other Star Wars
Yeah.
shows?
Let's do it.
So, yeah, we're still on Bad Batch.
Bad
aren't we?
Batch season
can move
3.
on, bro.
I'm excited for Bad Batch season 3, probably more than anybody else. But
You see your camera?
So far, that one
kick
is
your
winning
head
in
out.
the.
oh, Bad Batch is winning
In the
poll?
Seriously, Bad
Yeah.
Batch is well.
Wow.
Why
All right,
would
where's
you
my
do
Tails
that?
people at?
Well, we haven't got there yet.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
why. Okay, they might change
All right.
their vote.
So, but there could be.
Man from Snowy River. Oh wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Who pulled that?
Carla, that is a deep cut.
That is a very.
That hurts
deep
a little
cut.
bit.
Wow. Good one.
I mean,
Best
that
one
was
of the night.
you know, that was
I
a
don't
period
follow.
piece though. I mean, kind of the late 1800s.
Oh my
You
gosh.
know,
Dan's got an
the
out for
1900s.
everything. You just have an out for everything.
There is no way, Dan. I think he's caught.
no, that movie is completely a period piece. They don't have cars; they're riding horses.
No, they're just because they're in Australia.
That doesn't matter.
Australia
It's not
didn't have
that's not like
cars.
1980 when the film was made. It doesn't take. It's not current present day
Well,
80s.
they're in a mining camp, so yeah, that's
Carla
how
Hogg says
they roll.
1982.
Ooh, and it's early 80s. So that's when you had a little layover from the 70s. I got it all figured out here.
Oh my goodness. That's
Skylark blushing
hilarious.
down. I'm not blushing.
I'm not blushing.
Yeah.
You're blushing. You put a jacket on.
Mando's blushing when Bo-Katan came in and stood up for him.
Wait, I like how you brought us back here.
He's trying hard to
Yeah, he
deflect.
is.
Got a
Why
Dodger
did I call
Dan.
you out on it like you did to me earlier? Why are you saying that right now, Dan? No, all right. So Bad Batch season 3 could be good, could be great, could be terrible. We don't know until we see it. A lot of it hinges upon that season. If the third and final season, it is the final season, by the way. If it does some amazing stuff and wraps up the story well, I feel like that will have a positive impact on the rest of the entire seasons 1 and 2. So it all depends on this, but I'm not as excited for it as because I've gotten excited about it in the past. We have, and then we were really let down, and then we also were like, "Wow, that's amazing," and then immediately let down again. So it's a real roller coaster ride with Bad
Never know
Batch.
what you're going to get.
I'm just there's going to be some. I think there's potential to be some super great moments in the Bad Batch.
High
Just
highs,
like-
low lows.
Right, but compared to other shows where the whole thing's a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't get the same high highs. Maybe Ahsoka when Anakin shows up. Did Mando have the high highs? Season 3. It had some good moments when we found out about
great
Grogu.
moments, yeah.
You know, Grogu, that was a showstopper.
Yeah, I'd say that was
And,
a pretty good one.
And, you know,
Pretty much all the ship battles were highs for me in
yeah, true, yeah.
and the Mythosaur was really cool. They just didn't deliver on it.
Right, it's the bad delivery. Like they didn't
Yeah.
even high five at the end of the whole battle, and like,
Right.
they just survived the fire with Grogu, and like they don't
Yeah.
even say anything to each other.
Well, especially coming from season 1 and season 2, and then
Yeah.
what you got in Mandalorian season 3 was just so different from those first 2.
I would have rather
seasons,
them just.
quality-wise.
I literally would have rather them just ended the show season on like the fire bubble, like just end.
Oh, left it on a cliffhanger.
Yes,
that actually
don't-
would have been.
don't give me another cheap scene
Someone's
with
coming
it.
back for season 4.
Yeah.
If you do that.
Then you don't. You can fill in the blanks. Star Wars loves to fill in the blanks, and that's where I think the Bad Batch is gonna fill in the blanks.
We hope so. We sure hope so. But I think this next one, as far as like quality goes and everything, I think this one's got a real high chance of being the
the most
best of the
promising.
year.
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi season 2.
Oh yeah.
Dos. Numero dos.
We don't know anything about it, to be honest. There is
Wow.
the only thing we know is that it's confirmed for 2024. Dave Filoni
Wow.
did actually confirm that it's
We're
coming out
in 2024.
That's exciting.
How is there
Nothing's been-
nothing?
There's no release
Well,
dates.
they
That's
didn't really
crazy.
drop any nuggets, I don't think, for the first season. Maybe people in the chat remember this, but I feel like it kind of snuck under the radar
It
even
did.
then.
Yeah, it kind of did.
We're like, what are these extra animated episodes, and then we start watching them. Actually, Nick watched it first.
Yeah.
And he binged it. He's like, oh my goodness, you guys got to watch Tales of the Jedi. We're like, okay. And then I watched them all straight through, and then we kind of chipped through them each year back in the day because it was right at the same time as Andor.
Yeah.
Or maybe it dropped right before or after.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, right around that
This
time,
is like August, September.
Or no, I thought Tales of the Jedi was earlier in the year before.
I think it was. No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't?
Yeah, it was.
I thought it was like.
This is 22 we're talking about. 2022. There was
22.
no Mando.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Tales? Okay. Was Tales end of 2022?
You're thinking of Visions.
It was August of 2022. I think it was August or September. I think maybe even September, but Andor, it kind of doubled up. Somebody's going to call me out in the chat.
Yeah, it was October.
October of what?
22.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tales.
Andor was going on, and then this was in the middle of it. All of a sudden, we're like, what is this?
Right.
And
Yeah, KG was on it.
It's going to be so
nice.
good.
Thanks, KG. Always keeping it G-rated.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But that was a surprise, but a welcome one.
Absolutely.
And they kind of blew us away with some of the stories. I didn't love the first episode, but
First episode was
meh. But
the rest.
Was like prime. Like gave us stuff that you like answers to things that you didn't know you wanted answers to. Like in some ways, but they didn't pull their punches. That was the other thing I liked about it. Like they went hard in some of that stuff. What was your favorite arc on that, Matt?
I really liked the last episode of Ahsoka.
Yeah, that was how
That was great.
you do good Ahsoka right there. Animated, and it was still Ashley Eckstein too. Yeah. Which there's something about that. Just having her voice. Like I would have preferred all of Ahsoka to have been overdubbed by Ashley Eckstein. I'm just saying it right now. And that might have that would improve my score by at least a point. If not half a point, but probably a point.
I think what would have made you happy enough is just to have her voice anywhere in the show.
Yeah, that would have definitely gone. I would have put the whole show up a point.
Acknowledge that she has been.
It's such a missed opportunity. Just dumb, in my opinion. Sorry.
Because that's what they created. This is why I don't understand why Filoni didn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, you made Eckstein, and maybe there was just, he had to accept the fact that Rosario Dawson, who he loved as Ahsoka. He was like, she's Ahsoka. She embodies Ahsoka. This, that, and the other.
Right.
You know, maybe in his mind he just switched and he's like, nope, Eckstein is only in the animated world, and you know, she's in the live action. And if I ever bring them together, fans are going to get confused. People are going to get confused. But I just think that's what I'm saying. Maybe you didn't have to have her as Ahsoka, but she could have said something in the background.
Make her a different character.
Right. Just to nod toward the fans that were like, oh, Ashley Eckstein, that was so cool when they dropped.
You could have that meme where it's, what's his name? He's like, yes,
exactly. The guy from the
man.
Scorsese mob movie.
Actor. I forget his name. He's a dummy, but he's a good actor.
Yeah. KG said, hashtag missed opportunity.
I forget the movie. What's the movie?
It's the Scorsese mob movie.
Pulp Fiction Hunters?
No.
Not Travolta.
Not Travolta. It's
the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
my
the mob
goodness.
movie from like
Titanic. It's what's his name? Titanic.
Oh, him?
DiCaprio.
Oh, that's who you're thinking?
Oh, DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, yeah.
It's the classic
That's right.
meme where he's always like snapping and pointing at the camera or the TV. Like I know that reference type thing.
Yeah.
That's would have been all like Clone Wars fans.
Not from the Titanic,
Rebels.
though.
Not
It's
from
from
it's from a
the
different
other-
movie.
yeah.
I don't know the name of the movie.
Oh,
I
from
know
like-
which one it is.
It's
but I can't think
from
of it.
Wolf on Wall
Is it Wolf of Wall Street?
Oh, okay, never
it
mind.
that
Yeah.
one?
It might have been Wolf of Wall Street. I never saw the movie, but anyway, the classic meme is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Him doing that. If Ashley
Wolf
Eckstein
of
would have
Wall
been in
Street
it,
Pia
says
just
Pia,
called
yeah.
it.
everybody would have been like, we know.
Yeah, exactly. It just would have been a nice
fun.
time.
came full circle.
Yeah. We got it.
So are we going to get any more of Ahsoka in Tales of the Jedi Season 2? Or is that wrapped?
Knowing Dave, I feel like he's not going to be able to help himself just because he absolutely loves Ahsoka.
Right.
I really hope that he goes a different route, because at least he did in this go a few like different characters, like with I really like that he dived more into Dooku, because Dooku's a super fascinating character, and you could do a lot. And Qui-Gon,
You know who else I think they could actually, now that you say that, is Mace. They could do some
more Mace,
because they could
did
get
that.
Samuel L.
Post
Jackson.
Lightning, because he's still alive. Probably
They could do that. That would be I feel like that'd almost be a cheap way to like
Oh, bring him back.
bring him back. Yeah.
They brought Maul back in animation.
George brought Maul back in animation.
Okay. Well, Filoni's in charge of creative now.
Yeah.
He's the new George.
Let's see. Yeah, and now he has no excuse. I'm just saying that right now.
Uh-huh.
No excuse, Dave.
Dave, you got no excuse. There's nothing to hide behind anymore.
Nothing to hide behind now. You better get your ducks in a row, baby. Otherwise, the
poop in a
fans will be
group.
coming after you.
Nice.
But,
Well, Sonya's got to take off too. Thanks,
all right,
Sonya,
yeah,
for hanging
thanks for
out in the
joining.
chat. We're wrapping up here pretty soon.
We're wrapping
but
up here soon. We'll just
Thanks for hanging out.
So that's the 4. I think if they go Tales of the Sith, it would be even more interesting. Like if they go like when Dooku's like dark side, and they could even explore a little bit more with how Dooku convinced what's his name to create the clones. Because that's never been like shown.
Sifo Dyas.
Sifo Dyas. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
But like Emperor Palpatine, if they went Plagueis, that would be absolutely amazing. If they kind of played off of the books, but I don't know. They're kind of short enough that you don't have to do too much with it. But
yeah, what if that tied into like Omega, how she became, or some story
Done
there?
with Omega.
if it makes her a better character,
Right.
Then
Could it explain and make us like her more in the,
I don't think it'd make me like her more in the first 2 seasons, but like
if they change some of that
to the end of the season, or like they change it enough and give us a reason to actually be like, why do we care about this character, other than like she's like a kid that we need to protect, but
Yeah, like
she doesn't listen to anybody.
why do we want her?
It's like, what's the point?
Give
other
me a
than
reason.
the only other thing we know about her is she's an unaltered, but definitely altered clone from
Yeah, that
Jango
makes
because
sense.
she's
I
a
don't get it.
female.
How yet unaltered.
Yeah, so that's the
Yeah.
only thing. So I don't know.
It's confusing.
It is confusing. I hope they don't go that route.
Well, even
actually.
like the funniest thing is like for all these years we've known the clones as the clones. It's Rex and who's the guy that plays all the clones?
D. Bradley Baker.
Yeah, but in live action, like
Tamora Morrison.
Yeah.
yes. And so we've always known the clones as being Tamora Morrison.
Yes.
Then they create the Bad Batch. Well, guess who's the super clone now? A perfect lady.
A perfect girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So it's like we're taking everything that you know and love,
a lot of it.
and we're actually making them sub because they're altered clones.
After him.
She's the only altered clone.
Except for Boba. You do have Boba
Yeah,
out there.
you
And
do.
that's how I actually could, if they
They're
bring
siblings.
Boba into it,
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think that would actually make the show way more interesting. I just
Saboba?
don't think they will. No, not Saboba. No. They went in one go. No, that's not Saboba. Anyway, but yeah, so those are the 4 like shows that are coming out this year. So
Yeah.
let's which one are we most excited for in regards to the shows? What would
Tales
you
of
guys
the
say?
Jedi.
Well,
Tales of the Jedi for Matt.
I'm saying Tales of the Jedi too. I cannot talk anymore.
I
Yeah.
I think that Tales of the Jedi, depending on how Dave delivers on it, I think that was probably going to be the best overall. But I don't feel like there's going to be enough for us to sink our teeth into, because Tales of the Jedi season 1 was super good, but it was so short. Everything there just wasn't a lot there.
But there was a
it
lot to sink your teeth
There was.
into.
I mean, as far as story goes, it was very heavy on the story, which I did really appreciate. But it just didn't give us enough time and like hype to like talk about it or even that much. You know what I mean? It was kind of like here and gone. But I that's why I'm still holding out for Skeleton Crew. I know this is kind of a dark horse, you could say, or a underdog, and I'm kind of rooting for the underdog in this one. I'm hoping that I'm right, but I could be totally way off base and get totally crushed in 2024 by this show, especially if Kathleen Kennedy gets her hands on it. That's what I'm most nervous about. But if you let John Watts and Jon Favreau and Jude Law and let them create a story that fits really well and is very well developed and is fun, like it could be amazing. It could be an amazing show, and that still fits within in Star Wars. But the other thing I like about this is that they're not dealing with a lot of big lore things in this. It might be its own self-contained show for the fact that it's like they're lost and they're trying to get home. So it's not that they have to tie in Luke Skywalker. They don't have to tie in Hera or whatever. They don't have to tie in all these people.
Yeah.
It's just hopefully its own contained story that still fits in that universe. And you might get some Jedi, like some young Jedi in it, or what if Jude Law is a Jedi? That would be super cool, or something like that. I know that might ruin a lot of it. We always joke around about all the Jedi survives. But that's my. I'm going right now. Skeleton Crew is my.
Wow.
I'm gonna go top. I'm throwing a little bit
Go
of a
top.
curve.
Live to regret the Goonies.
Yeah, I might live to regret it, but you
kidding.
know what? 2024, baby. It's a new year. It's a new me. Here we go. And you guys are going Tails.
Yeah.
And,
well, Skeleton is just right behind in our poll, Bad Batch and Tails. Tails and Bad Batch are actually tied. So who's going to unbreak the tie, or are we going to end with a perfect tie? Who would have thought?
What's the fact check? I'm curious to know what the fact checker is looking
Oh
for.
boy, here we go.
She's going to
Buckle
break
up.
the tie.
Just remember, fact checker, Jude Law.
Oh, I know. Just kidding. Actually, well, I'll first say drowning.
Yes.
Oh,
well, yeah.
I know.
sure,
I know.
yeah.
Just it's we've already
That
said
goes
it.
without saying.
I know. Just wanted to
But
reiterate.
good to say it.
Thank you. But out of these four, Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious. But I also tend to gravitate more towards
Live
live
action.
action.
I'm
And
just glad you
so-
didn't say like
the
Bad
Acolyte.
Acolyte or Bad Batch.
I don't know.
I
We do call her
know.
Omega.
She might be more
I know.
excited for the animated Young Jedi Adventures.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe.
Just kidding.
No, I know.
Yeah, that was a
So,
show.
I can't break the tie, I don't think.
Other problem with Young Jedi Adventures is that it was
Well,
in the
now
High
it's-
Republic time era, and it was literally for preschoolers. But
Yeah.
I watched like the first episode. It was okay.
Now it's a 3-way tie, so
Is
Oh boy, Skeleton
man,
Crew
here we
got
go.
another vote.
Interesting.
Interesting. The plot thickens.
almost got a
Wow,
cramp in my
that is
leg.
crazy.
This is crazy. This is very
What will
crazy.
it be by the end of the stream?
Hannah loves Young Jedi Adventures. That's awesome. I thought it was fun. I mean, from what I watched, I only watched not much of it. Maybe I need to watch more. It's been 7 years.
I know. I need to watch more of the Young Jedi Adventures. Probably with my kids. I think that'd be fun.
I think
I just
Hunter's
got nervous more about like agenda stuff. That's why
Yeah.
I was like, I need to preface it first.
I think Hunter's calling voting interference.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how that
Quality
would
Voter
control.
happen.
integrity,
Was
voter
he-
fraud.
Oh, is he one of those refs that say some really good calls?
Oh, maybe.
that was
Is he
pretty
being paid
painful.
on the side?
That was painful. But yes, there are some other things that are coming out. We'll just barely touch on them. We got to get
Are
out
there?
of here.
Yeah.
But some more Star Wars coming out. There's Star Wars Outlaws that is coming out.
Oh, yeah?
2024. Maybe they did just push that back. What was the release? I don't know if they actually said the release date though.
It was originally March. They're saying late in the year.
later in the year now.
I
So
heard
they're-
fall.
Yeah, so they're not necessarily
Yeah.
confirming that. So Outlaws,
A good rumor.
right? Outlaws. I don't know. I'm of two minds with it. Again, female lead. Not that females are bad. I'm just saying.
I don't care if you got a female lead, but give me a male lead too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I want to play as male, and I'm sure a female wants to play as female. So just give us both.
I think it would have been a lot smarter for them
Yeah.
to do a character that you could create.
Right.
I think that would have been a way better plan. I understand kind of why they did it. Ubisoft's never really been one to give you customization when it comes to that stuff.
Ubisoft makes some fantastic open world games. Though.
They do. So that's what's got me excited. I just feel like she's kind of like a Han Solo, Boba Fett, girl boss version of those two characters. And I don't know. It depends on the story, but the story could be absolutely amazing. Again, I gotta give it credit. If it's great, I will let you know that it's fantastic. But from what they've shown us so far, I haven't been blown away, I guess you could say. Maybe we just need to see some more marketing on that.
Yeah. And
But yeah, what about you, Dan? Are you excited about Outlaws?
no.
Okay.
I like the look of it because it actually reminded me a little bit of the speeder bike chase from my favorite game
Boba
from the
Fett?
90s.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, why'd you like that?
I know what you're talking about, Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, and it looks a lot like Shadows of the
Yes,
Empire.
it does. So the aesthetic of it, I do like. The
They
rest of
should've-
it, I don't know. Maybe it'll be my favorite game ever.
It might be. Especially open world Star Wars has me super excited.
It does.
I've
Yeah.
always wanted
That's
an
just
open
the
world
biggest
Star
thing.
Wars.
Even if the story, I don't know.
If the story is mediocre, but you can have a lot of
But you
fun.
can
I love
wander all
Assassin's
over.
Creed. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can just be in the Star Wars world like Assassin's Creed and run
If
around.
it's just like that.
Yep. Like semi-guided,
Oh, yeah.
you know, but you got to find the thing. And once you're there, you got to follow the map and do your story, which is tough. But then for the most part, outside of that, you can just run away from,
Well, you
you
can
know,
do whatever the heck you want.
right. Run away from the Empire, you know, like they're coming
can
after you. Like if you do too much or whatever.
You can just
Right.
go into random villages that aren't even on the mission. And
Exactly.
kill everyone.
Whoa!
And then the
that
Empire
just
will
went
become
dark.
It's GTA in the
Anakin
Star
did.
Wars universe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty much. But Ubisoft makes some really good games, especially the Assassin's Creed games are pretty epic, especially open world. Open world's just fun. And to do that in Star Wars, like the possibilities are endless. Yeah, and that's what we've been wanting for like a very long time. A very well-made one. Like I always imagine like if you could do Skyrim and Star Wars mixed together, and then you could also have friends come and play in that open world with you, that would be like the perfect game for me.
Yep.
It'd give you a lot more things to do. I don't know. It'd be amazing. They should have just done Dash Rendar, is my opinion. They should have just gone like fully commit to like a new story with Dash Rendar in between. And it leads
that'd be
up
so
to Shadows
cool.
of the Empire or something like that.
Absolutely.
That would have been absolutely amazing.
Amazing. They have it all there for us. Come on.
I almost feel like she is kind of a Dash Rendar.
Yeah.
Like, but female.
Well, that's where it could be interesting. Maybe they are basing it on that, and they're just making her, the main
Maybe it's
female.
What if it's Dash Rendar's daughter?
Ooh, that would be
If you tie her into somebody
fascinating.
else, that would be fascinating.
Yes, that would be very good.
At least it's an original character. You know what I
Yes.
mean? It's not somebody we know. I just again hope
If you just mentioned Dash Rendar in the trailer, you got everybody hooked.
Yeah.
Like lead with the girl, but
That's
tell
it.
me about Dash Rendar. Then we can get flashbacks, or we can do some we can actually play as Dash for like a level or a certain story point. Like you can be her maybe with Dash, and they're doing some mission together. I mean, that'd be amazing, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You just made it my favorite potential, probably never going to exist game.
Right. We just got our hopes up for something that's never going to happen again in Disney Star Wars.
That's right. Missed
I'm excited
opportunities.
about definitely missed opportunities. I am excited about the assassin droid. He looks awesome.
Yeah, he does.
I hope we get to play as him. I would play as
nice.
or whatever the droid. I would love to play as that droid. That would be super cool.
Yeah.
Droids for the win.
Droids for the win, baby. But yeah, so and then there's the last one here is just Dark Forces is being remastered. It's a classic 1995 game. It was one of the first, I think, FPS shooters that came out for its time.
Wow.
And it's a classic OG game, and they are releasing it on PC and consoles. So it's going to be available pretty much everywhere.
Get it on like Steam
play.
or whatever.
It'd be awesome if they made it mobile. I was thinking about that. I was like, it's almost a perfect game to make mobile because of how kind of old school it is. I can't imagine it takes up that much space. But yeah, it's a classic game. It's a good game. If you get a chance to play it, it's worthwhile. And there's a decent story to it as well. It's 1995, dude. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
But
Right, Matt?
I was way after the 80s.
6 years before I was born.
Here we go. Back to the
6
80s.
years before Matt doesn't even know the 90s.
I wasn't even thunked of.
Nope, you weren't even.
So even with all that, you guys excited for any of the games more than any of the shows or anything like that?
I think we're excited for the games.
Well, I mean, but more than the shows?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Should that be another poll?
We don't even play the games.
If Outlaws is good, then yeah.
Right.
You know, because a game, if it's good, if it's got Dash Rendar, you can play that in an open world. You can play that 10 times longer than, the
Watching the
quality show potentially.
Right.
Everybody in the chat knows that a game can, take you places. It's
Oh,
an
yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
And the story can go so much in depth in video games.
Right. It's all about who's writing the story. And
Right.
I guess which Jedi Survivor apparently is an amazing example of that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can they beat Jedi Survivor with Outlaws?
I don't
Probably
know. There's
not.
a possibility. I mean, there's a possibility.
Because of the
It
open
definitely
world.
could. Well, in the time era, I do like the time era of it.
aspect.
Right, what's the time era again?
In between Empire and Return of the Jedi. So it's
Ooh.
right in the shadows of the Empire
I like that.
realm. So
Because Vader could show up.
Yeah.
You could have whoever. Luke could
Vader,
show up.
Yeah, there could be a lot. Well, and it's dealing with more of the underworld. So it's kind of like the crime bosses. So you're dealing with Jabba. You're probably gonna see Jabba. Maybe some Pike Syndicate. You might see some other syndicates going on.
Did they
and-
release
Be
a
good.
proper trailer for it, or was it just the little gameplay that we saw?
There was I think more of a teaser trailer for it,
And then
there
there's some
was,
gameplay.
and then there was gameplay.
Which I think the gameplay looked okay. Again, I remember the speeder bike, and
Yeah, speeder bike looked
I
cool.
think I remember the trailer. I felt like the trailer was like, nah, it wasn't very
It
good.
was okay. It just didn't give us much to really like.
Like they were trying to make
it
you
felt-
like the lead character, and I was like,
it was
I
like,
don't
yeah,
really
exactly.
like
That's what it was. It was like, you're gonna love this lead character because we're telling you she's gonna be great and
Yeah.
better than anything ever of history of Star Wars. So
Yeah.
that's when when they try and sell you too much on that, you're like, okay, you're trying too hard. Like let's just like the story of the character.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what got me nervous.
It looks like in the poll. Fact
Should I
checker.
end it?
Yeah.
All right, we're ending the poll.
We're ending the poll.
Dustin will be excited about this.
Yeah.
Boom, baby.
Skeleton Crew.
I think I've convinced them.
Possibly.
You didn't convince
I probably
nothing.
didn't convince anyone. They have their own opinion.
I think
listen
me
to
and
the
Hunter,
AI.
me and Hunter are checking the chads, as KG says.
I know. Yeah, well, she was saying that for.
No, he said rugged.
Rogue. He fixed
We're
it.
calling you out, Hunter.
He fixed it. We got to make fun of him first.
Perfect. That's the way it
Perfect.
should be.
Yeah, that's how
Kirsten
we should-
Allen jumped in. Hey, Kirsten, she
What's
had
up?
to leave and she came back. I
Yeah.
think she may have tipped the scales.
Did she tip the
She voted
scales?
skeleton.
I think so because it was tight
Nice.
there, and then boom, there we go, rugged man,
Get rugged.
Get rugged.
get rugged.
Oh man, but there's a lot. There's a lot to look forward to this year. I think most of all, what we've come to realize that we're looking forward to the most is what the fans have. I think the fans are really going to be the highlight of 2024 when it comes to Star Wars because of this vacuum that we're in with Star Wars.
That was my vacuum.
That was perfect.
So
I love that vacuum.
Vacuum.
Thank you very much.
You'll be here all week.
It really sucked.
Wow.
It's like the Goonies.
Well,
You're on a roll.
No, take that back. The Goonies was amazing.
7 years.
Chunk love sloth. Sloth love. Okay, never mind. Anyway,
Yeah, see it.
hashtag
doesn't work.
rugged. It does work. I'm gonna
You
come
don't
out-
work, man.
Don't make me. I will die on this hill.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna be.
Okay.
You're gonna pivot every which way to make it work in your favor.
Yes, he will.
We'll see what happens. We'll
He's a
see what
squirmy
happens.
little
You're
bugger.
gonna watch it again, and you're not gonna like it
We'll get-
because
yeah.
we want you to like it.
No, I mean I've
don't
got,
like it.
I've got a
I
different
want you to not like
set
it,
of.
Dan, and then watch it. I hope
What?
you don't like it.
I'll have to look past the 80s film and judge the movie based on the story and the acting.
Watch the remastered
As you
version.
should.
Because you're right. Like if I hear like bad audio or something, like it makes me not want to watch the movie. You know,
Yeah.
or there's certain variables, like you said, settings.
Well, get good audio.
You're a bit.
That's true.
So what you're saying right now is you're a bit of a movie a snob.
Yes, I have fine taste when it comes to movies.
Fine
like
dining.
I go down the
Dan-
list of Academy Award winning films and I start there.
Dan's
And
like,
then everything off of there.
if I'm not eating caviar while watching a film, I don't like it. If I don't,
For sure.
yeah. No, I'm
Ellie's
just joking.
Goonies is great, said Kirsten. Skylar said, don't get Dan started.
So, yeah, they know.
Yeah, the Goonies, the greatest movie of all time. Oh man, this is just this is all falling apart.
They're getting us hyped again.
Elitist. Yeah, for sure. When it comes to films, give me something good. I'm kidding.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to we're definitely gonna have to watch that and have you react to it
Yeah.
and throw it up. 'cause
It's gonna be bad.
hilarious.
It's gonna be
gonna be epic.
interesting.
All right. Well, yes, lots to look forward to in 2024. Thank you for tuning in tonight with us on our first ever 2024 stream. It's a new year. It's a new us. We got lots of cool things in the works, behind the scenes, and coming up. If there's anything else more you guys want to see from our channel in 2024, let us know. I
They're
did.
saying Goonies watch along.
The Goonies watch along would be absolutely hilarious.
Maybe
and
that'll be a
fun.
membership only thing.
Yeah, we are
Just kidding.
potentially working on a membership behind the scenes. We got some things in the works here. We got some things in the works. So onwards and upwards is what we say. Can we
Music.
make it to 10K this year? I hope so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Music, lots of music, but
Well,
yeah.
if we keep going exponentially, we should be at 100K by the end of 24.
Wow, did you do the math on that? Really?
Is that like legit?
I don't know. I'm just thinking exponentially.
Wow.
When you think exponentially, the possibilities are endless.
I mean,
Well, at that
everybody
point, we
saw
might
it.
as well
We were
be
at
2
like
million.
186 or something when we started talking about Mandalorian in January, and we clicked up to 187, and then boom.
Dude, that was hilarious watching the watch or the recap of 2023, and then we started at what were we at? 100 and
It was
we
less
couldn't
than
even-
200.
less than
Yeah.
200s beginning out 2023.
We might have been under 122, like Andor.
Yeah,
we
we
might
were.
have been like 98 subscribers. Like that's just our family. You know, I mean, it's like it took forever,
That's a
but
lot of fans.
Never give up on your dreams, kids. Never give up.
and there are things that we learned about how to make YouTube work. You know, like grow a channel. We definitely learned a lot about that in 23. It doesn't mean that it's guaranteed success,
No.
but there are
Nothing's a
formulas.
guarantee.
That basically, what you got to do, kids, is you got to make a lot of videos.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
just got to keep going.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
You got to keep going.
Yep.
But yeah, wow. Where were we going with this? I am not sure, but
it's going to be a good year.
It's gonna,
yes.
A lot of things coming up.
A lot of things coming up. So
Yep.
100K.
Yeah, 100K. Hopefully, that'd be awesome.
Star
man.
Wars EP might get us to 100K.
Yeah, Star Wars EP. That's what we're working on. 2024, baby. Would have been better if it was 2023.
Quality videos, says Bismo.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's
He
back.
knows.
He's back.
Bismo knows about
Packed it
quality
this
videos. Lots more, I think, collabs this year. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got some. Yeah, I'm really excited for more. But all right, we got to get out of here. It's been way too long. But don't forget, next week we're starting the stream at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So set your clocks for that because the timer is going to be different. But bear with us.
Like we don't know what's the world like at 7 o'clock.
We have no idea. We've never been around at that time.
Is there even anyone alive?
We just appear and here and then disappear for a week.
Yeah.
We do know it's earlier for those in other time
Yes.
zones.
Yes.
So there's always the rewatch if you can't join us right away.
Live, yeah.
you know.
But we hope
Yeah.
you still can if
Yeah.
you can, of course.
But let us know. We want feedback
We do.
too.
Yeah, we love feedback.
Let us know if you hate it.
Yeah, let us know if you hate it. We love constructive criticism. I know we got we always get some constructive criticism on our
On ourselves?
which I love it. I absolutely love
Or
it.
from Hunter.
Yeah, quality control. No, I was thinking Patricia.
no.
I
No,
love those.
she's
though.
so
She's awesome.
sweet.
Yeah,
She knows
does
how
a
to.
great
She
job.
knows how to review a show
She
and
does.
have fun watching it.
I want to
And
watch
keeps
her
us on
show
target.
reviewing our show.
Right.
I know.
This is why
she's
I like to
good.
put the timestamps in the playback so people
Yeah.
can jump to topics. You know what I'm saying? Like if they
Yeah.
don't care about Outlaws, they can skip the Outlaw section, but they really want to hear about
Dan's
what we
rant
think
about
about
the
Skeleton
80s.
Crew. It's like maybe I'll just cut that from the video. I'm just kidding.
No, you what? That's the best part of this whole
I know,
thing.
this
is
You ranting about the
uncut.
80s.
And people want more Sant lore. So
Yes,
Yeah.
Hunter
Nice.
Davis
Lord.
timestamps are huge.
huge.
They are huge.
Huge.
It takes some time to timestamp the timestamps, but
Yeah, and maybe I'll throw it in. Maybe we'll throw it in a post here. But I will just say real quick. What do people want to see more of? I did throw out a few things here in the notes. I said news, games, food,
see more of
non-Star
you're talking about
Wars
from us, right?
From us.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
that's-
definitely do in the community.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, non-Star Wars Legos, gaming, music. I think we all know music for the most part. But I want to know from everybody out there. We want to definitely give you guys what you want to see and continue to grow this community. And I think we're having a lot of fun, and I think we're just going to keep growing from here. But yeah, don't forget about next week. Change in time, but it's going to still be the same great show. It's going to be a fun time, and you might get more energetic us because it's a little earlier. I don't know if that's possible. We might go off the rails even more.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to be dangerous, dangerously cheesy. What's the catchphrase? Fact checker?
cheesy. What was the
Oh.
Nick's catchphase.
I don't know. I already lost
cheesy
it.
bags
Oh
or
my
something like
God.
that?
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
Stay fresh, cheese
Cheese
bags. I think that's basically a perfect way to end this first stream.
2024.
All right.
Well,
don't-
real fast, it is
Yeah.
almost Kirsten's birthday, so happy early birthday.
Happy early
Happy
birthday.
early
we love
birthday.
birthdays here on.
We love birthdays.
No, I'm not a fan of them.
Matt,
It
you
just
are.
makes you a year older.
Yeah, you're
Like an
wiser.
old man.
Now you're that's what your dad used to say, Matt. You're turning into your
Did you just
dad.
turn into grumpy Matt? Grumpy old Matt?
Just kidding.
Grumpy.
Grumpy old Matt. No, he loves birthdays.
All right, well,
Don't
people
listen to
do.
him. Based Matt, Hunter says.
Yes. Based Matt.
Oh dear.
Yep. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your
Yeah.
frenemies about us. We got lots of good stuff coming to you 2024.
Some surprises too, right, Dustin?
Yes. Yeah.
I was trying to see your face.
Totally
Just do you have the best.
have to
I'm
do this
sure
to
there's
me.
going to be some surprises.
I'm sure there's going to
Are
be.
we going to get a barely on target?
We might get some barely.
Are
on
we going to get
target.
a Studio B?
There's probably going to be some Studio B this year. Maybe Pirate Dustin might make a piratey return. Who knows?
Some
Already
Legos,
retired.
probably some
Some
Legos,
legs.
probably some
Legos.
music, probably all of the things that we do best
Yeah,
and
yeah.
worst, and maybe more live streams. Probably a few more live streams.
Nice.
And if people want more like short form like news videos, let us know because we don't
Yeah.
know if people are actually going to want to watch.
I think
those.
it's a given.
All
All
right.
of the above.
And a podcast, and we're gonna do the full podcast.
Isn't that what this is? Kind of. No, it's
This is
Isn't
a
this
show.
what we're doing?
I'm saying like, a podcast would just be
Right.
audio.
We could do that.
But you can still
Yeah.
record.
And if anybody would join a membership, that would be awesome if they wanted to. We can do more behind the scenes.
in
All right,
the
we're
gym.
just basically discussing the show.
know.
Let's just let's
do
get
that
out of here.
behind
Come
the
back
scenes.
tomorrow. We'll have our full meeting.
We're gonna have a full members only meeting.
Oh, no.
All right, thanks for
More.
tuning in this long. If you've made it this long, we know you're a true fan, and we definitely appreciate you so much for being here. And yeah, just remember, with all of us together, we can make Star Wars better. 2024, Rise of the Fans. All right, everybody, you ready for the outro? Don't forget to always stay on target. 2024.
You know, I just realized the 80s actually aren't that bad because I was born in the 80s.
So was I.
Yeah. Yeah, you were just barely born in the 80s.
It still counts as the 80s.
I mean, barely. Barely on target.
You know what was awesome in the 80s? Cheese. Stay fresh, you cheese bag.
That's so true.